Hello.
How hot are they?
Mics are very hot. Hello, everyone. How's it going?
Hey guys, what's up?
To Divide and
Just going through
Conquers.
my dice still.
Go through it. Hey, Jemai, where we? I'm still trying to figure out what the correct intro music should be. This one's called
It's a
Long
little
Rest.
creepy. I like
It's
it.
supposed to be long, like in a campfire at the middle of the night. We'll see if you like it or not. All right.
Awesome. I like it.
This definitely feels like somebody who fails like their check for
Yeah,
it's
also kind of
Perception.
Is it too spooky?
Yeah.
Is this too spooky?
I like spooky, but this isn't
I
too
love
spooky of
spooky.
a campaign. But I like the spooky.
This is the spookiest campaign ever. All right, I guess
Whoa, so spooky.
we're going back to loading screen number 2. Okay, hi everybody, welcome to Divide and Conquer's Age of Might, where we argue over music for 20 minutes.
I mean,
What's your
yeah.
favorite band? Is it Metallica or is it not Metallica?
Avril Lavigne.
She is.
She has people playing instruments in the back.
She did invent punk rock. So,
She did invent it.
with my favorite punk band definitely being Leftover Crack, she
Yep.
came before them.
And she did it without violence.
She did it without violence. Yeah.
yeah.
All right, so let's talk about things.
This is it. This is the aneurysm right here.
Housekeeping. Just letting you guys know that next Friday we will not be playing live because
Not
we're
live.
going to be at Excalibur Brewery. So if you are in the greater Houston area, please join us. We are going to be hosting a D&D night at their brewery, and the theme of the one shot that I wrote is Murder at Greyhawk High, the Demon of Elm. It is an 80s slasher inspired one shot. You are all adventurers at Greyhawk High, and there's a murder brew by a
Oh
demon
no.
in demon named Elm.
Spoilers!
That's literally what happens in the first 5 minutes.
Supernatural clue D&D. I can dig it.
Yeah. So join us. It'll be a lot of fun. Okay. Jeremiah and Lee will join us as soon as they can. Yeah. Okay.
I
Yes.
have something. Hey, the world is kind of crazy right now, so just friendly reminder. Yeah,
I really thought you were going to say the world is going to end.
I
I
Oh,
don't
that
know
would
why.
be sick.
I
Not
don't
yet.
know why I thought
Not
you were
yet.
going to say that.
I'd be like, oh my
only,
god, you promise?
Only soon. I mean, no, I'm kidding. The world's kind of crazy. It sucks sometimes, so we're asking you to just try to remember to be kind to yourself and to others, because sometimes a little bit of kindness can really turn your day around. So,
Yeah.
just saying.
Just
Whether
saying.
whether you're saying, I had a hard day, but that's okay. I'm a good person. That's fine. Just do that for yourself.
I'll do that for you. Don't worry.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Jesus. See, there's my kindness.
Jess, you're a good human.
Aw. That was
Unlike
very
most of the
kind
people
of you.
used.
Thank you.
So, all right. Let's do character introduction real fast because I want to get to the game because I have an entire district filled with dino babies and I don't know what you guys are going to do. So, I want to know.
I want to enjoy all the dino babies.
Yeah.
When you said have, I thought you were about to say I want to have dino babies.
I don't.
Oh lord.
Jess.
Dinosaur
Voice in Jess's
whale
words.
folk.
All right.
Don't.
I'm the DM for tonight. I'll be Jesus, and there's gonna be no dino pregnancy in my campaign. Hey, Jeremiah's not here, but this is Jeremiah's character. And then, why is it so tiny? That's lame. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that. The character cards are so small. I'm gonna have
tiny.
to fix
Oh, the
that.
little babies.
The little babies. There was an error when I uploaded character cards. Whoopsie.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, they're like the dino babies.
They're just like the dino babies. That's correct. Good job. All right, I'm gonna fix that later. Hey, Ryan, real fast. Who's your character? Because I'm fixing that later. Who are you playing?
Hi, my name is Ryan. I'll be playing Sorry, this is a new one. I'll be playing Ash, a Pact of the Talisman Plasmoid Warlock.
Oh.
And he's gonna try to keep all of y'all from getting eaten by dinosaurs today. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Unless you really deserve it.
I mean, I always do.
You can certainly try. Alright, hey, Jess, who are you playing?
Hey, I am Jess. I am playing Jackie off Crystal. She is a orca kind beast folk rogue thief, so she is a very sneaky whale. Okay, that's it.
Can you say her last name without giggling?
No.
No. Okay, I think I fixed him. Cool. Alright, hey, look, Ash's new character card. Look how cool it is. Look at that little plasboy.
Aw. He's doing his best.
He's doing his absolute best. Hey, Wolf, who are you playing? Oh, I think you're muted.
I'm playing Halt, a goblin dino rider, and his dino is not pregnant. She gave birth about 2 months ago and promptly ate her children.
Oh,
What a good mommy.
Did she think they were mushrooms?
maybe.
Hey, Charis, who are you playing?
I am playing Maevis Myth, and she is a Dhampir monk way of the astral self. She's a bounty hunter.
Bounty.
I love that. Awesome.
Alright.
And trying to convince herself to stick with this party.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think you just stick with the party, because I can't commission any more art.
She's debated it. But she sticks around because she likes Jackie.
Aww. Jackie likes her. Okay.
Alright, let's roll that beautiful bean footage, shall we?
Yay.
Hi, everybody. I have very exciting things to announce.
Woo.
Do you want to know what they are? Hey, look, it's Lee.
Yeah.
Hey, look,
Rocks
it's
fall, everyone
Jeremiah.
dies.
What? I have had a DM do that to me, and it was the stupidest thing ever, and I never played into that person ever again.
What?
The rocks fall.
Rocks fall,
and
everyone dies.
Yeah.
Oh. That's... no.
Oh, like they just insta-kill your character, like out of nowhere?
Tried to. So,
I love how you said tried to.
let's recap what had happened.
Yeah, what had happened
please.
was...
What had happened was the party was on their way to the mayor's house to get a bounty. Things went sideways. Unfortunately, 2 of our party members passed. One was zombified, one was petrified. I mean, disintegrated.
Dustified.
Dustified.
I thought you said justified for a second there. I was
One
like,
was
Oh yeah, no, he was
sure.
justified in being justified.
I think
With
our
the-
party is justified in everything we do.
Yeah.
You guys took some of the body parts and armor and augmentations that Canitos, aka Everan Brassfield, the mayor, because you could still try to turn in your bounty.
Jerk face.
Jerky gnome face. You guys
Okay.
went to a few hours into the district, and two party members, I believe, if my memory serves correctly, Jackie and Maevis, felt as though something colossal was stalking you. Yet there was never any evidence of that thing there. You stumbled across
Yeah, it's
two
real
individuals trying to fix their broken carts. And a makeshift pin. An elf by the name of Gabriel Thorleaf goes by the name of Gabe. He is opposing Mayor Candy Toes in the mayor electoral election. And a goblin by the name of Holt and his pterodactyl companion. And she is a good girl. The goodest of girls, if I may add.
Yeah.
They were both looking for their lost ducks, these Parasaurus, which I'm mispronouncing all the dinosaur names. You're welcome. Who escaped their enclosure. You guys found them. Some spit boys, these Dilophosauruses, there we go, launched some attacks at the ducks who were in their drinking hole. Dilophosaurus.
Yeah.
But you guys scared them off. Barklee had a conversation with them, and you guys came to the agreement that just don't come near their drinking waters, and everything will be fine. Just juveniles being territorial and juvenilely, but a little more aggressive than they usually should be. You guys still have a pretty long way to the jungle district, but you're going to stop there, and for assisting them, Gabe and Holt get their ducks back. Gabriel is going to give you a guide to your end destination to turn in your bounty, hopefully. With the person that is part of the organization who made that bounty, unbeknownst to him. So, as you guys are traveling in this Dinotopia, I'll say I'm gonna roll me a D. The next 4 hours of your trip, passing by some dinosaurs, moving along downtown.
Are we still in the carriage, or?
Yes, you guys are
or
still.
not in the- Okay.
So, oops, see, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, I'll just put you guys here. We're just gonna go over the overworld map. And zoom in here in the continent of Ibet and to the Karthul jungle, going towards our destination. And force a ping. So, within the next 4 hours, is there anything specific that you guys would like to do? You guys are still in your cart. You still have a zombified Calcifer. That might have been Calcifer's voice in the audio. I don't know if the audio is in sync with on my time with everybody else's, but there was just somebody who grunted. The thick jungle is a little difficult to navigate, but with two guides, it's pretty easy. The snow is definitely impeding y'all's path. And Jackie, Maevis, you no longer sense that presence of that whatever colossal figure is anywhere near you. You do hear large creatures here and there, but you don't see anything. Probably just different dinosaurs hunting. It does give you a sense of ease that everywhere that you're going, there seems to be just smaller critters or safer and less mountainish and hillish terrain. But yeah, within these 4 hours or so until you reach your midpoint destination, what do you want to do? I know there's some tomes that you guys mentioned you wanted to continue reading.
Yes.
There's some distribution of items that might be had, but
Yes.
Anything specific? Yes, Jackie.
I'm going. Jackie's going to, unless somebody else is, unless they want me to continue to drive the cart. I will be in the back, sorting through all of our stuff, kind of doing a inventory and going, okay, so I feel like everybody should know we have quite a few things built up here, and I just wanted to make sure everybody knew what's in this bag of holding we have.
Alright, well, let's dump it out and figure out what's in here. I mean, I don't know half the things you people have here. Haven't been here that long.
Yeah. Alright, so there's ointment, there's a potion of fire breath, there's the potion of animal friendship, there's a crystal in this one. I don't remember why, but there's still a crystal in this one. So I'm gonna drop everything but that. There's the little portal for the big shot, the magic shot.
The what?
Oh, the coin that you throw on the floor? That
Oh, we haven't showed you this. This is really cool.
Maevis has definitely
No.
seen that already.
What are you talking about?
I have to say this as a player because
Yeah.
Anyway, when you first got onto our ship after the false Hydra fight, or not false Hydra, but the fucking weird
Yeah.
Hydra. After that, my bag gained sentience, and I threw down the coin, and it went up onto the sail, and it was the big storm giant, I believe. I can't remember.
It's a cloud giant.
Yeah. Okay. So it's the shop. Got it.
Yeah. It's a little device to activate it, basically.
It's the DLC store of this campaign.
There's 4 golden rings. There's a carved bone statue. There's a potion of greater healing. There's a coin floating in a chest. I don't know why I have that in there, but yeah. There's scrap metal from the dragon, from the iron dragon we fought. And there's 7 regular potions of healing. So.
Rune Strike is going to go get the scrap metal.
Okay.
Could I have 1 or 2 of those potions, love?
Absolutely. How many do you want? You have 2. Okay,
Yeah.
2.
So
Now we have 5 potions of healing.
I'm just like in a corner of the cart trying to figure out how to get the humanoid form to work, and just like getting to like down to waist, and then trying to do the legs, and then just falling back into a puddle and being like, God damn it! All right. And in the middle of this, I'm just gonna look up and be like, is there a gem worth? Not that much. Just kind of shiny looking, by any chance?
No, I'm sorry. We don't have any gems on us.
Okay.
I think we
I have some shit that I swiped from the ball.
there is a coin floating in a chest. If you want that.
I have a brooch and a necklace. And I'm assuming they have gems on them if they need them for like components or something.
Yeah, it is for a component for something, but
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how many days has it been since?
Calcifer?
Has it just been 1 day?
This has all been
since
1
we've
day.
been
Okay.
weekend
You
at
got.
Calcifer's.
It's been 1 day.
We had
So
a hell of a day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because all I'm saying is, quote unquote, we have 4 intelligence. Calcifer is the one who infused the burb.
So now you have a very beautiful mechanical bird
No, quote unquote.
Okay.
Here's the thing with Artificer infusers. Infusion is after X amount of days, the infusion disappears.
Oof.
So I say, well, like, Calcifer is the one who infused the bird.
Okay.
With a quotation mark on it, because, in all manner speaking, Rune Strike infused it.
Yeah.
For mechanics purposes. It's taking up my infusion slot.
But it's still, like, Blair.
Are you... The question is, are you removing that infusion?
Not yet. There's 4 days.
Okay.
4 days.
Okay. The necklaces, one has a blue quartz and the other one has a sapphire.
You think that blue quartz might be worth about 50 gold? Maybe?
I mean, I swiped a lot of jewelry. Let me see. Could I roll like an intelligence check or something with disadvantage since I'm not proficient?
Do you have jeweler's kit?
No, I don't.
You can roll an intelligence check with disadvantage.
Sweet.
Yes!
Then roll my 2 metal boys. Let's see. And you got me both of them. Let's see. Ooh, I rolled an 18 and a 5. So that's going to be a 6.
How... You're looking for something... You're looking for like 50 gold?
Just a gem worth 50 gold pieces.
That's probably worth 50 or more, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the quartz I'm sure is worth like 50 or more, but...
Could you jimmy it out of the necklace, by any chance?
Oh, I should be able to. Let me try.
Calcifer. Rune Strike is raising his hand. He's doing like this.
Oh, Rune, are you able to get this gem out? She's talking to me in a way like the way that you like talk to a baby.
He's.
Are you able to?
I guess by this point, the bag of holding that Calcifer owns is on it, like saddled
on his waist
now on a Rune Strike side, so that he doesn't have to keep going in there with with a zombie Calcifer. But gonna grab something like a jeweler's kit. Let's just say like that.
Okay.
He's gonna grow a jeweler.
All right. Well, you should be able to jimmy it out then. And she's gonna slowly turn her head to Ash. That'll be 60 gold.
So
I'm not just gonna give. I worked hard for this. Your god didn't give you any money.
Yeah, I manifest. I'm gonna look in the bag and see exactly 10 gold. Now I'm gonna go.
Hey, Rune Strike, roll me
also proficient.
Yeah, roll me your tools, please.
How do you feel about layaway plans that get cheaper as this 50 gold gem saves your life?
What role is this? Intelligence or something?
Proficiency plus, for this, if you're going to take it out, I'll say like a dex check, but if you're trying to discern like how much it is, wisdom.
I mean, Rune Strike's gonna try to first. He was like, I wonder if what they say is correct, kind of like that, and then he'll take it out.
Yeah.
So do you want me to roll twice?
You can...
Or use the same number?
Yeah, you can use the same number, it's fine.
How about this? 10 gold, and you owe me.
That I can do, and I'm just going to reach into my pack and pull out a quill, an inkwell, and paper, and just write down. I'm going to hand you a note, and all it says on it is, Punchy, owe 50 gold. There you go.
No, you owe me a favor. 10 gold and
favor?
a favor.
Oh yeah, I can do favors too.
Sounds good. And like as we shake hands, she squeezes your hand like too tight.
I mean, I am.
And makes like awkward eye contact.
So like you just start squeezing into the ooze.
Oh,
it's like mayonnaise.
That is fucking disgusting.
Yeah, see, I can actually do that at will. It's really great to see the reaction.
He's already walked away.
Rune Strike, what did you get?
It was a 19 to dexterity and 18 for wisdom.
Okay, you definitely know that whole jewelry, everything, including the gem plus the necklace, plus the metal parts, all of it's worth 10 gold.
Shit.
Hey!
The other pieces of jewelry she has is probably way more expensive. Like that's an actual sapphire.
Well, that's the only one I have.
Yes, but
that
when you were
actually
looking
goes-
at it, like that's an actual sapphire. This is a replica.
I'm just
Was
gonna
it the? I gave him the
tilt my-
necklace or the brooch.
The necklace.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I just
I
grabbed
have
it the first
that
one
you
Jesus
have-
mentioned.
Yeah.
one brooch, necklace number 1, and necklace number 2 that you
Yeah.
took. So
Yeah,
the
I have two
necklace
necklaces and
necklace
a
is number 2, the one with the quartz. That's worth 10 gold. Necklace number 1, the one with sapphire, that one's worth quite a bit more. You need to examine it closely, and the brooch, you haven't pulled it out, so he doesn't know what it is.
Then I'll go in there and then I'm removing.
I'll give it
the
to him.
I'm removing the stone. Was that successful?
Yeah, easy enough.
Remove the stone bubble.
Yeah, easy enough.
And then I'll give it to the Jello. And then I'm gonna look at Maevis, and then there's gonna be some text in his eyes.
What
that's
language is the
saying
text in?
gold.
Oh,
It's
awesome!
in Gnomish though, because that's the only. That's the
This is only
text he
worth 10
has.
gold?
That's the only
Oh, it's in Gnomish.
text he has
yeah.
in Gnome. Yeah.
Well, then
I
that's
speak
not.
Gnomish, robot.
Oh, that's convenient. Here.
Well, shit.
Well, I mean, it's convenient for me, but here I have another necklace and a brooch. Can you tell me how much these two are worth?
With the same roll, I'll go with it. The brooch is, and whoever is writing this down can keep track of it.
Okay.
The brooch is worth 210 gold, and the necklace with the sapphire is worth 105 gold.
Okay, so the brooch is 210,
Yes.
and the necklace is 105.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just editing that.
How many gold?
210, 105.
210. GP.
And the last one was just.
I've already fixed it because they're in my inventory. I've already added all
Okay.
that.
Okay, well then I won't worry about.
Mavis, would you mind parting with the slightly more expensive one? And I'll just owe you 2 favors.
You can owe me an extra 2 favors, so 3 favors in total.
Sure, and I'll just go ahead and cash in 1 favor right now. You're at the front a lot, right? Like when it comes to down to brass tacks, you're the
Yes.
one that's kind of all right.
Yes.
And with that, he is going to reach into his chest and pull out an amulet and say, "You
Ooh.
wear this."
What does this fucking do?
It's all gooey and still has like a little outline of just his blueness that starts dripping down.
Are you fucking
Oh,
threatening
God.
me?
It
'Cause
is
this seems
enchanted
like
with
a
luck.
threat.
It is
Oh,
enchanted
okay.
with literal luck.
Oh. Jackie, do you have any water or anything on you? You could rinse this off, please. Or Barklee.
Yeah, yeah,
I might get
I
that
got
water
it.
around here.
I got a water skin, so I'll just go
Okay.
drip some on it.
And so that at this point, at the back of your cart, you see this large duck-billed dinosaur just kind of busts through. The cart moves up a little bit and just kind of looks
Oh my
around.
fucking god.
And like a long tongue just sticks through and starts licking the ooze parts that fell on the ground and starts just licking it up. And you hear
Wait, that's mine.
and you hear it. Hey, quit that! And a like slap on the butt. Stop it! Stop it! And then just the head comes out. Sorry about that. Apologies. And then the duck bills are still walking beside you guys.
Is there like a hole in our carriage now?
No. It just
Okay.
it lifted it up a little bit.
Oh, okay.
As gentle as a 7-ton creature could be.
Mhm. Oh, I deleted the necklace from my inventory. I just want to say that now.
Okay.
Hey.
I will also pull out the token of Oceana, and I will hold this out to everybody and be like, I have not really done too much with this, and I feel like somebody else could probably use it better.
That the
And I
lightning
will
one?
post. I'll
Yeah,
post it.
um,
Yeah, it's a lightning
And
one.
I'll say that because Oceana is such a big god in this world, you all recognize the symbol. It is the goddess of the ocean. She's the goddess of seasons, water. All those are her domains, so she's a very, very powerful entity. and it's just a token with her symbol on it. But yeah, mechanics purposes, you can use your react. If you get hit, you can use the reaction to throw out a bolt of lightning for either a small bolt of lightning or a large bolt of lightning. But once you use up the charges, that's it for that day.
Do you have to attune?
I don't think so. I'll have to check. Yes,
Ooh.
Rune Strike.
No, it doesn't require attunement.
Just a FYI, as a character, you won't see Rune Strike trying to like look at any of the magic items or even intrigued by them. As a player, no, Rune Strike doesn't want any of the magic items because he can make his. So I'm okay with it.
Okay, got it.
Unless, let's just say I will be the last person to take it if no one is taking it. Kind of like that.
That is definitely a maybe. I'm more interested in that tome that Orekon, may he rest in peace, had. Because he never read it, so.
Oh,
Didn't seem
yeah,
like
that
reading.
reminds me.
Rest in ashes.
Oh.
Why you gotta
Wait,
be like that, man?
And when she gets reminded of that, she's gonna go, oh yeah, I have my tome too. I kind of want to spend some time reading it and going over this, so she's gonna take a little bit of time if everybody's okay with it. To read her tome.
Alright, sounds good. Is there anything else that we need to go through, though?
I think that's it at the moment.
There is also a Doomblade.
I don't fucking want that shit. I don't use swords.
Putting it out there. Anybody wants a dope sword?
I mean,
It's a great sword. If anyone, it is
Okay.
a large
You can't-
two-handed weapon.
nope, never mind.
I don't think any of us can use that, actually.
Yeah,
It's
most.
not a strength based.
Yeah, I was like, most of you. I don't think a single one of y'all actually would benefit from a weapon like that. But it is a thing that you do have.
Well, maybe we can sell it, make some money.
That is also an option.
Good. I'll just put it in the bag.
Alright.
Until we figure it out, I'll just put it in the bag.
So
Always.
we have the Tome of Oceana that, you can shoot lightning out. We have, the Token of Oceana. We have the Tome of Constellation. And we also have, what else? Oh, the Adamantine Gloves. If you
We
don't
also
have
have-
armor.
We also have Potion of Fire Breath and a Potion of Animal Friendship.
Does anyone know that sword is cursed?
You don't necessarily know that the sword is cursed. You just know that Orekon was incredibly depressed when he couldn't kill people with it. So you can make your assumptions, but
Maevis just assumes that's who Orekon was as a person, so.
Yeah.
yeah, he's a moody guy.
That's definitely who the player was.
I mean, to be honest, he missed a lot when she joined the party, so no offense, Ryan. You just were rolling really poopy lately.
Yeah, I was.
Don't mind me putting my lip gloss on, guys. Sorry.
You're fine.
I'm gonna mine so hard.
Oh.
Well, you just jinxed me because I got a gross
No,
plump
no.
going
So,
on. Alrighty.
you guys can put that in chat, and then if anyone wants something, they
Yeah,
can
we'll figure
claim
it
it. But those items are there at the disposal, and currently all that is in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
And whom has a bag of holding? Oh, I believe there's also the armor of Carapace that has not been mentioned at all.
What
And
is
there's
that?
no
I
who
can't
has
wear
that.
that.
There's
Barklee
also-
has that.
There's also the adamantine gloves.
You do,
Yeah.
Barklee?
I
The armor
think I'm-
carapace?
I thought we were talking about that Barklee
Yeah.
was going to take the armor.
The armor that's
We were at the
essentially
time.
made
As long
made out
as
of
it's not metal.
it's
yeah.
made out of different bugs.
Yeah,
not
yeah. No,
metal.
I think.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely something she would use. Then.
Yeah,
Ah.
yeah. I
Chitinous
like
cloak.
those.
Um,
Oh, you
Okay.
said chitin. I always say chitin. I never know.
I don't know which way to pronounce it.
I think it's excellent.
I would. It should be in D&D Beyond. If you can't find it, let me know. But yeah, that armor, if you get hit, essentially different stingers and pincers and different snake and just
What
critter. It's hide.
What kind of armor is it?
It's hide. Yeah, that one specifically is hide. If you wear it and someone attacks it within 5 feet, the different living bugs on it will attack and do poison damage.
Yeah, it's a medium armor.
Yeah.
Are druids proficient in medium armor?
Yeah, druids
Yes,
can
they are.
wear hide. Druids wear specific armor. It's also that one is
I
either
no steel.
hide, leather, and studded. That's the technical ones that one can be. It's also meant for like if a barbarian wants to wear it, it does not impede with natural armor. If you have natural armor, you can choose not to use the benefits of the armor.
You can also sleep in it without getting exhausted.
Yes, that is also a thing.
Which is kind of huge.
Yeah, the armor shifts and moves to you, and actually, every once in a while, the armor will shed an exoskeleton, not an exoskeleton, because that's not what you do, but it sheds its exterior coat and leaves trails of it behind because it's constantly shedding to form to your body. So the armor is essentially living.
Well, okay.
I remember that we agreed that Barklee was gonna wear that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I believe
that's
so,
just-
too.
Druid with insects all over.
As far as the gloves, I think I'm the only one that can actually wear those adamantine gloves because I think everybody else here wears armor. Is that correct?
Fair.
Yeah, I already have my gauntlets.
Yeah, the less I'm wearing for combat, the better it is for everybody.
My artificer is literally an armorer.
Oh, is your warlock wearing armor? If not, you should take the gloves because I don't want you getting
I am
hit.
actually. I had leather armor to start. I am not wearing it because it makes me less agile. Because
You
I can
should take the
squeeze-
gloves then.
The
You should
gloves
take the gloves.
don't count as armor.
They
the
don't, you
gloves
should-
will also fall off if I try to squeeze into a crack 1 inch wide.
Does all your equipment fall off?
Uh huh.
No.
That's the drawback to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I've not seen
just
that, and
become-
I'm not. Jackie's
just
not
become
smart
a
enough.
naked
But
jailer.
I'm also a backliner. Like, I'm not gonna be getting hit that often.
Yeah, yeah. You're gonna take like a level 5 guiding bolt to the fucking
Yeah.
face, and they crit on my guiding bolt.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
not
gonna be eating my
true.
words then.
Mhm.
But until that point,
Because
That's not
personally, I don't
true,
mind.
sir.
I don't
I'm totally
mind
gonna
if
get dove.
Maevis takes the gauntlets or Jackie as well.
Jackie wears armor,
Mhm.
I believe, leather, right? I'll just take the gloves for now then, and
Like I said, the gauntlets doesn't. Jesus was saying that the gauntlets doesn't count.
it does not count as armor. It's just additional.
I
gloves.
cannot wear any armor, so I'm not proficient with any. So I will take the gloves.
I mean, they're pretty dope unless you're like holding your reaction for 7 different things.
I hold my reaction a lot though, but
Yeah, same.
it depends on who crits me.
Yeah.
If a goblin crits me, it'd be like that.
See, on Orekon, it was great because the only time I was ever holding a reaction is if I was holding my action. I don't want to do that. I don't want to hit things. So,
I want to catch arrows and stuff. So anyway, I feel like we're good now. I think, right?
Well, Wolf, I guess he had to step away, but he mentioned in chat that he also has fade jewelry and an immovable rod, and I really want that immovable rod.
I think everybody wants the immovable rod.
I mean, yeah.
I think the rogue should have it because you can like sneak in there. You know.
That is a fair point.
I think the rogue
Alt
should
is
have
willing to freely distribute an immovable rod.
I mean, I'll give it to Holt. If Holt comes with us.
It was his nickname in Goblin College.
Oh.
Immovable rod.
Oh,
God.
no.
it. Oh my
Oh,
lord!
I don't think I like that.
Better than hot rod.
Oh my
No,
god.
stop. I'll kill. Okay.
Love that rod.
Me
We
too.
can duke
Cool
it out.
beans.
Vince.
All right. Well, we can put that in the thing, and if anyone wants to claim any of those, or wait until it is the appropriate roleplay moment for Holt to be like, "Here you go, member of the team now." We can give those to them.
Yeah.
And then there is
All
the
right.
Fey jewelry, which that is a dope item.
That is a dope item.
So,
I just want to be greedy. Do you guys think? Oh, sorry.
no, I was just gonna ask if you're going to be reading any of the tomes. Please mark down how many hours you have read them and when your clock starts. Because if you don't complete your task within a week, you have to restart it.
Okay.
Oh, and for the purpose of mechanics, Maevis, you deleted the 105 gold necklace from inventory, so I've got that gem then for components. Awesome. I can work with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna spend an hour reading. So.
Okay.
Before you do that, Jackie, I know you're trying to read and all.
Yeah.
Maybe perhaps before we go into town, we should talk to the people the maybe mayor, his terrorist daughter, who had like the whole job for us and then fucked it up. Perhaps while we're here, we should talk to her before we get out.
I was planning on. I kind of was planning on doing that just to be like, what the fuck? But
yeah, definitely. One of those, let me talk to your fucking manager thing.
Right. I like
because that shit was ridiculous.
We absolutely should talk to her manager.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page while we're in this godforsaken jungle before we make it to town. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's go see if, that little. I'm gonna go see if that little goblin.
This is the town we're heading towards.
Knows where
you guys are heading to the jungle district right here.
In between the 2 points.
Yes.
Okay.
And then this city is where you're supposed to get the bounty, the payment for it.
Mm-hmm.
But the person who set up the bounty lives where you're going.
Gotcha.
Oh, so the terrorist chick lives in the Aufa Pali?
No, she's in the jungle district.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, we're gonna talk to her. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go find, like I said, the little goblin. If anyone wants to join me, they can as I go interrogate this goblin to make sure I'm not doing anything weird.
So, Holt,
what if me to come with?
Anybody that wants to come, because I just might get annoyed and start punching him. Who knows?
Holt, what have you been doing for this hour as they've been talking and passing around items?
Wasn't he back at camp? At his camp?
No, I thought you were with us because you're guiding us.
Yes, you guys are all going to the same location. We're at least parallel driving to the same location. I mean, you definitely can fly ahead of everybody. You're the only one who has that ability right now that you can just fuck off and just move.
He likes to move it. Sorry.
Yeah, I thought we had gotten to camp because that's what I introduced my prisoner.
To the makeshift camp that you guys
We've already saved the ducks though, so
yeah, you guys came here and introduced each other to the makeshift camp, but now your end destination.
I just forgot us leaving the makeshift camp.
Is this location. So before you get here, what have you been doing?
I've probably been circling on Beatrice, just doing sick tricks, trying to work out the dive thing he was doing on his introduction there.
Trying to get better at it.
Yeah.
Do you have?
He's got 8 charisma, but he's got a really high flair for showmanship.
So when Maevis and Jackie look out, what do they see?
Is that a vulture circling overhead?
No.
No. That's a.
Oh no.
Right now, I'm gonna say they saw him trying to do the dive off at low altitude during the dive, and he mistimed it and just knocked himself on a tree branch on the way down.
Lovely.
Oh, all right.
He's a character.
I really don't want to talk to him. I actually despise him.
Jeremiah, did you have something you need to say?
You don't like goblins?
Oh, I was just trying to say if Holt has the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 soundtrack playing while he's doing stuff.
Obviously. Superman is playing in the background.
Also, just RP purposes that the Jello boy
Uh-huh.
hasn't been given access to open the carriage freely.
Noted.
Is there a window?
Yeah, there's windows and stuff.
Oh yeah, but it is. They secured that for prisoner stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, are there any cracks that are 1 inch wide?
Probably.
1 inch is a
Probably.
lot. That's a big ass crack.
You think 1 inch is big?
For a crack in something?
Yeah,
Like,
Sorry.
that's not a crack no more, baby. That's
Hey.
a gap.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
nope.
that was a Jello shot.
Oh lord.
Does that count for our not safe for work?
Yeah, it does in my heart.
I mean, you can still go in if people open the door for you.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. For right now, because Rune Strike is still understanding his solo act.
Oh, that's sad.
All right, Barklee, you're coming with me. I don't want to talk to him alone.
Have fun.
But I want to go.
Awesome. Can I wear my bug armor?
You always wear it. Why would you ask me if you could wear your own clothes? And I'm just rolling my eyes.
I don't know. I keep forgetting it's there.
Yes, Ash, you may come.
Yes.
Is this considered fleece?
Oh my god.
She's just calling out to I'm out to you who on like your on your dinosaur. Hold, darling. Would you mind coming down here? Yoo-hoo.
He will still be laying where he was from when he like face planted a tree.
Oh.
Oh, well, he should just peel off the tree in like a few seconds.
Yeah, when you call him, he'll roll over, reach his hand into his pouch, shove a handful of stuff in his mouth, get up, shake it off, and walk over.
Sorry.
Hello, love. I was wondering, do we know the name, by the way, of the would-be mayor's daughter? Do we know her name?
No. I mean, Holt will know.
So, your leader, him, he has a daughter, right? Her eye is just twitching right now.
Well, in my life, in my line of work,
Oh god.
and he's gonna stop and watch a bird fly by, and look back. In my life, in my line of work, the only leader that I recognize is the direction the winds take us.
The man that you were with 5 seconds ago when you had us go get the ducks, he has a fucking kid, right? I mean, he has a daughter, right?
So he says.
Oh, well, and do you know where we could find her and what her name is? We just have a little bit of business to attend to.
The person that is said to be their daughter should be in town. I just think it's a little suspicious because I've never seen his daughter, and I'll say the name of his daughter
It's
in the same place at the
Elysia.
same time.
What's her and what was that? What's her name?
Elysia.
Elysia. You've never seen them in the same place, so does that mean you don't believe she exists or that they're the same person?
Well, I've met his daughter,
Okay.
and I've met Elysia.
Isn't Elysia his daughter?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Quote.
Do they look different?
Did you just
from
hear
one
that
another?
muffled through the door?
Or
No,
my-
that's the thing. They look kind of similar.
Do you think his daughter is Elysia?
If I thought that, would I be saying allegedly?
Okay, Barklee, you're taking over now. I'm about to actually lose my temper.
She's only famous when she has the wig on.
Oh my god.
I hate you so much.
I was going a doppelganger direction, but sure, Hannah Montana works too.
Like when she took her wig off, and a lot of people that don't know who Miley is were probably like, "Okay, so you're a brunette."
Big deal.
Okay, Barklee, good luck. And I'm just gonna
Yes.
start walking away a little bit.
Wait, so
To
the
cool
door's
down.
open? I'm gonna go out the door. To go with
I'll say that anytime that Ash goes out the door, it'll be Rune Strike's decision if that was allowed or not, based on the mechanics of the spell.
I mean, if the door is open, I think you can just go out.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I'm just like you. For this, Jeremiah, you have final say on like the mechanics of it.
I think
That's all.
so. Rune Strike's thoughts. If that door is open, anyone can go in and out.
Understood. Got it. Got
It's
it.
when it's closed that it matters.
I'm just gonna ask this. Is anybody gonna hold the door?
Corridor.
Okay.
I
How many
understand.
times? So Mr. Holt,
So.
do you have anybody else that you spend time with? Besides the animals?
Yes. My best friend in the entire world and traveling companion, Beatrice. And
Aww,
a point.
Beatrice is
It's a
cool.
bird!
I'm glad she thinks that I wasn't the thief anymore.
So we know you're not a thief,
Yeah,
but are you a cop?
I have to
What's
tell you,
the
don't I?
difference?
He's gonna reach his hand into the bag and hold it out.
I'm not. Ooh, is this natural?
Yes, homegrown mushrooms. Very
So
natural.
this is how we communicate. Okay, cool.
If she goes to reach for it, he will snatch his hand back and immediately throw them in his mouth and just start jumping.
Okay, that's cool.
There's just an ooze vaguely standing next to her. Fascinating.
Vaguely.
Is
Is
Mavis,
you vaguely standing or you're vaguely present?
I'm vaguely
You are
standing because I'm
no-
working on getting the legs formed, but I'm only like 80% there.
I don't know that you are less weird looking standing next to her than anything else Halt is seeing around y'all.
Oh yeah, no, I was just saying that in case like bad trip happens from looking and seeing a neon blue, vaguely humanoid blob that's talking next to her.
So Holt, we were looking for a lady. We just saw her in town that we came from. Is there a lady that lives around here?
There are a few of them in town.
Okay, that's where we're headed, right?
Yeah.
Any of them you see a lot? Because that's kind of probably one we'd want to talk to. We think she might be, you know, somebody that hangs around with your other friend.
Yeah, can you describe who you're looking for?
If I could remember, sure. I think she looks really intense. Elven? No, goblin.
She's an elf.
She is not goblin.
No, she was an elf.
She's an elf.
She just yells from like 10 feet away.
Okay, yeah, she's an elf. Why did I think goblin? Anyway, yeah. Pointy
Oh.
ears.
They don't have the.
That might be racism right now. I'm not sure.
If it's really ear shape,
If you draw too much attention to it, I think they get a little mad about it.
Is she... When you look at her, it does like one eye get bigger and one gets smaller and sometimes they change.
Bro.
I don't remember that, but it was really a lot going on when we saw her last.
Okay, because based on your description,
She runs.
that would either be my friend's daughter or Elysia, if I had to guess. But as I told your other friend, I've never seen them in the same place at the same time. So I think the best case scenario, you're going to find maybe one of them.
Hey, that's cool. One's better than none.
That's what I was trying to say.
You just see me slamming my head into a tree
No.
over and over again.
I'm just gonna lean a little close at this point and be like, are those mushrooms toxic?
Gods, I hope.
No. They're what keep me looking so young and beautiful. Another handful.
But on a scale of 1 to banana, what is your favorite color of the alphabet?
Okay, we have things to do, people. Places to be. I'm not trying to be rude, but this entire conversation has been actual torture when we could be doing so much more, like making money.
Mavis, do you know the way to town?
We're headed that direction now. These
So,
people
why
are
did-
leading us there
Why did we get out of the carriage if we were going to town and the objective's in town?
because the horses are drinking water. Does nobody remember anything from last
Oh.
session?
Also,
wasn't
it's
there.
just good to socialize. my oozy friend, my vaguely standing friend.
As you say,
Is-
vaguely standing, he gets the legs formed, and he's like, "Yes, finally! Oh God, I'm naked!" Reach into the bag and put, like, they're not quite shorts, but they're not quite pants. Capris? I don't know. Anyway,
Is it a leaf?
Mm.
Is the possible mayor with us right now, helping guide, or is it just Halt?
Yeah, the possible mayor is
He's
Guiding
like, why the
next to
fuck
you.
am I talking to this guy then? And
What is his name again?
Gabe.
Gabe. That's
Gabe, if you're
right.
his friend, or Gabriel, if you are being respectful.
excuse me, Gabe, love.
Yep.
Do you have a moment?
I might have many. What's up?
Aw.
I just have a question. It's about your daughter, honestly. I've heard a lot of things about her, and I actually think she works for a company where we took a job from them, and things went a little weird, and we just wanted to get a little clarification, so we just needed to speak to your daughter. Elysia, was it?
Yeah, that's the name. What about it?
Yes.
You're going
So
to
you're
hear
just
from
gonna
the
slow
other
blink.
side of... Oh, sorry.
We need to talk to her, as I just showed you.
He's gonna look around. Can't help you, she ain't here.
He's gonna. What?
Oh! That's my fault entirely! Where could we possibly find her?
Well,
Did you just say in hell?
no, I said well.
Oh, I was like,
clipped on the
Whale.
W, and all we heard was
Whale.
the L.
Oh, okay, okay.
He said, "Whale."
Well, my thoughts might be that she'll probably be at home or arriving to the district soon enough. So when we get there, hopefully she's there. If not, she'll be there soon. And then you can talk to her
Just
about
take
your...
a trip?
I mean, she goes and she comes as she pleases, you know, elves in the 40s, independent and all.
yes, quite, so I hear.
So, y'all can have y'all's discussion about y'all's business matters, and
When we hit the town that you live in.
yeah.
What's it called again? The Jungle District?
Yeah, I mean, we all live in Livada. I mean, that's the city, but technically our district is the Jungle District, which is further away. And most of us... I mean, we all residents of the city, but does that count for matters of voting and all that stuff? And I mean, we pretty much are our own little segregated town.
Okay. Thank you for clearing that up. You
That's
two
a
have
charged
been
word.
so
Yes.
helpful and such a delight to be traveling with.
I hear that. I am quite a charming individual.
She's gonna murder
course.
everyone.
I mean, I had my doubts about you at the beginning because you had a lot of probing questions and you had that little resting mean mug face about you, but I think you started to turn around.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, but
See that thing
I'm
you do with
glad.
your eyebrow right there? Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
We need an animated murder hobo meter, and every time that Maevis does that face, it just moves up a little bit, and at max, she just, bah, just immediately.
you see like a vein in my forehead right now.
Is he trying to say she's got a case of resting witch face?
Yes.
No, just
No.
just a Maevis face.
If you don't mind me, I'm going to go back to the carriage now. And then she's gonna before I lose any more fucking brain cells talking to these two.
Alright, well, you take care.
Oh yeah, I will. And I'm just gonna read my book until we get to where we need to be.
Alright. So, those. Is there
I'm gonna
any.
just go.
Mhm.
Thanks for helping, Gabe.
No problem.
And back into the cart
Alright.
carriage. We've upgraded.
If-
It's not a cart
Upgrade.
anymore. It's a carriage.
She's just gonna grab into his actual head because he's ooze and pull him into the carriage. Her fingers going through his head.
The second the fingers break surface tension, my legs deform, and then just back into the carriage. God damn it! I was working on that.
Since she can't grab you by the hair.
I love how you're
don't have
4. You're 4 hours old. I love that.
Let me know how many hours it takes so I can write that off the book.
Yeah, so if nothing else is going to happen, you guys are just going to be traveling and riding along and etc., then you guys can add an additional total of 3 hours transpired in y'all's study time for your books.
Sounds good.
Yep, so you guys definitely had a short rest, if that matters to anyone that used any abilities or any of that stuff. I don't think anyone got damaged at all in the little scrabble with the critters, the little babies that wanted to get some meats. But you guys do manage to... I moved the whole thing when I just wanted to move the players. You guys do manage...
You ever get a long rest somewhere, right?
Yeah, you got a long rest before last game. So you got a long rest, you...
Yeah.
fought
Rustled in the carriage.
Yeah, you rested in the carriage, you fought some critters, and then you got a short rest. But you officially have made it to the Jungle District. And as you guys approach the Jungle District, and the carriage is kind of pulling through, and I'm looking at the right spot that I need to be for our story. Yeah. So, nestled here in this little hillish, vibrant jungle landscape, you do see this volcano looming off into the distance. You see dinosaurs roaming freely in this district, being accompanied by some people. Some are pulling heavy carts, some are attending to crops. You see others just grazing on the palm trees, just pulling them down. You see other people's constructing shelter. You see wild roses blooming in abundance. You also see that since the seasons are changing and winter is starting to spring forth, the coffee beans that are springing are not doing so well, but the lagoons that are being planted are growing phenomenally. You see this large mountain goat playing with the little infant triceratops as they're both kind of ramming their horns against each other in a little competition and just playful manner. And you also see 2 large altars to the god of the hunt, the god of plants, and the god of animals, Aquasar. almost completely untouched by weather. Everything has snow piled up around or whatnot, except for these two altars. And as you guys arrive to this district, as Gabe is as you guys are kind of approaching downwards and curving down the hillside, Gabe's going to point out the major things, which are labeled here on the map. Well, the first thing is like, well, you see down there, that's my house. Sorry, Ritz, holding in chat and kind of distracted me a little bit. Apologies. That one's my house. If we can't find any place for you guys to stay at, I might have some spare rooms, but I think 2 or 3 of y'all might have to share a room there. We have the entertainment hall. If any of you guys knows how to play music, please, we've been desperate for some good old-fashioned music. Some of our musicians have left to go doing some mine work, and we just haven't had anyone play ever since. The mill grinds up what we need. We got the community kitchen. There's usually someone cooking in there. We got the pen. That's where all the children and the critters go and hang out. Mind your P's, mind your Q's, watch your hands. Definitely do not touch the pens unless there is someone who is supervising. Don't want your fingers to get bitten off. Especially if they're carnivals. If they're carnivals, let me or somebody else with experience know what to do and handle. And then I'm sure someone's gonna set it up, but we do have some dino racing. So if that's something you're interested in and gambling away your money, that's a thing that's also provided.
I'm gonna pipe up and go. Now, I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Do the dinos do the racing, or do we do the racings with the dinos?
The rules are as follows. The dinosaur has to make 3 laps around, and it has to be with a jockey. If the jockey falls off and the dinosaur continues on, the jockey needs to run around and get back on that dinosaur. That lap did not count. So, little of column A, little bit of column B.
Alright. That sounds fun.
It's usually a good distraction for people.
Yes, that sounds like quite a distraction. She's gonna look at Jackie and everybody and give y'all the look. But unfortunately, we have business to attend to right now. Where can we find your daughter on most occasions?
Well, usually she would be out in the jungle, or she'd be yelling at someone.
Who does she normally yell at in town?
Depends. Who's doing something she don't like. So, I feel that, and I mean this with the total and utmost respect and compliment that I may master. You remind me a lot of my daughter, hun. You both have this fiery passion that you both want to get what you want, and you both are just doers. You know, you want something and you go and you get it, and you don't let anything in your way. You just go and get it.
Thank you. So where can I find her?
Hold on. I do have something for these occasions. Looks into the cloak, kind of looks in the pocket, gets out a rock. No, not that one. Rock, not that one. Grabs a feather. Hey, Elysia, can you hear me? Hey, daughter, can you hear me? Hello? Yep, I don't know. Throws a feather on the ground. I have no idea how to reach her. She's an independent woman that she can do her own thing.
I'm just looking around awestruck, going, man, terrestrial living is wild.
But
does anybody else have any business to attend to then while we're here wasting our time?
I will make sure. Mavis, is that correct? Mavis was your name?
Yes, Maevis.
I'll make sure that I'll ask people around, and if they see her, they'll make sure they'll point into your direction, and I'll get the rooms ready for y'all if y'all can spend the night at our establishment.
Thank you. Do you have a bar?
Oh yeah, we got a bomb. Hopefully
That sounds
y'all like
fantastic.
some good old brewed beer, cause that's mostly what we got to drink. Oh, we do got some rum.
Sign me up immediately. Oh shit. Mavis, can you spot me for a drink? I just gave you
No.
literally all
Oh
of my...
no, I'm actually broke right now. I have no money.
well, shit.
I'm sure somebody else has money. I have none.
But
Jackie's gonna sigh and go, where is your bar?
there's several unmarked buildings, but any one of them. Yeah, look at just say the communal kitchen. There'll be a bar there.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Not. This is just the major area of the district. There's also little areas here and there. But yeah, I intentionally left some buildings unmarked just in case there was something that oh yeah, that's a thing that we needed. You know, put it there. Yeah. Let's say the kitchen has the bar.
I'm gonna look at Ash and be like, alright, come on.
Hey, if I win gambling on dino racing, I'll double it. It's fine.
Wait, you're gonna race?
No, but you can bet on it. He said you can bet.
Yep. Dino Rest, and if any specific thing that you guys want to do, I'll get more details with the activity. But yeah, essentially there's dino racing. There is the pen. If you do want to interact with the smaller dinosaurs, the entertainment hall, and there are jobs for pay. And if you do want to go here and there looking for shopping, it's gonna take you a long time to find the good items. But there are some items that you might want to buy for a price.
Ooh. Shopping! If everybody else wants to. Everyone loves a shopping episode.
I'm poor, so.
I want to play
I'm gonna-
dinosaurs.
Yeah, I also want to do that, but
You with me?
I'm gonna
So
be
is
like,
there a dino trampoline?
Yes, there'll be a dinosaur trampoline somewhere.
Excellent.
after we go get a drink, I'm gonna head to the dino pen. It was
Yeah.
great. Drinking before petting dinos.
Oh, when we're at the bar, I wonder if there's an underground fight arena or something where we can make some quick coin.
If there is, I'm in.
Easier than picking up another job right now. I'd rather just go into a ring, beat the shit out of someone, and make a couple bucks.
So who's going
Fair
to the bar? Place your minis in the kitchen.
I don't
There's
think
nothing
this place
quite
is...
like getting your face punched in.
Yeah. Okay. Mhm.
Rune Strike
Yeah.
will just kind of, what's that called? Automatically go to the kitchen area
Oh.
and then just stand there and not know what to do. And then he sees
Oh.
people cooking. And then he will come to one of the people that was cooking and
Mhm.
ask permission if he can do something.
Is it in Gnomish on the?
Nope,
Is he?
he's gonna yell at them.
I'll say.
Can I cook?
There must always be a crosshatch in the party.
That's what Rune Strike sounds like. That's
Yeah,
terrifying.
I'll
Oh,
say
that's
this is
fucking terrifying.
a
That's fucking
human
great.
guy who's
And then he's just gonna go like this, with tilt his head.
yeah man, yeah, that's totally cool, man.
Been hanging
Yeah.
around.
Yeah,
bar.
totally.
I
Just,
will
it's
interject
drops
at that point.
drops what he has.
No.
Totally fine. I don't want any trouble. I don't want any trouble.
He's a
He's-
gnomish cooking robot.
He's going. He's
Yeah,
grabbing,
whatever-
Totally
Whatever-
harmless.
Whatever you say,
going
I don't want
to-
any trouble, guys.
He's going to a bag, and then he's grabbing a coin. I'm gonna roll. Oh, okay. I rolled a platinum. I was like, I rolled a D4 to see what kind of coin, and I rolled a platinum. So he grabs
You
one platinum coin
have
and then gives
these-
it to him. Payment.
He has destabilized the economy of this village.
Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't know what coins are at the moment.
Oh my god. That
Uh,
platinum should pay for all of our drinks and all of our food, right?
I don't work at the bar. It's
Oh, I thought he was at the bar with
Yeah,
us.
like kind of
No,
goes.
he's in the kitchen.
Kind of goes and grabs the platinum, looking at you. Why? It's a community.
Kitchen.
It's a community.
And then he's just gonna walk in,
No.
and then he starts.
If
He just
if
stares
he-
at the stove, and then he's trying to figure out how to cook for
Okay.
his
If
party.
the guy, if the person who got the platinum
Yeah.
is just gonna be like, why? Jackie's gonna be like, no reason. You don't work here?
It's a. He's gonna
Yoink.
pocket it, like puts it.
Nope.
In,
Yoink. Before he pockets it.
She is sleight of handing.
How rude!
well, so you're gonna
Why
physically
steal it?
take it from his hand?
Yeah. If he's holding it out, like going, why? She would have grabbed it.
You're like, what? And then he's gonna pocket it. So do you... You see that he's about to put it in his pocket. Do you go and grab it from him? If he's doing
Yeah.
this.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
I'm gonna kiss him to distract.
Am I rolling for
Oh my
sleight of hand?
God.
Or
No,
I'm
you
not
just...
really being sneaky.
No, you just grab it from him, and then you go and kiss
Oh, I
him?
thought you were trying to be. Yeah, I was trying to like help her, like do her sleight of hand, give her. So I was just gonna grab him and kiss him, to distract him so she can take the gold out of his pocket.
So, what else say? Are you stealing from him, or are you just ripping it out of his hand? Because I heard both things, and I'm asking for clarification the third time.
Okay. Okay. So,
My hand goes into my forehead. I'm just.
yeah, I guess she'd steal it from him.
Okay, then roll me a sleight of hand.
Combine.
Okay.
Your hand just combines.
Do I have
If you get
advantage since Chris said whatever?
Yeah.
She's gonna do.
Are you just gonna go randomly
not,
kiss the guy?
She's gonna be like, "Jim, is that you?" And then, as if it's mistaken identity, and then just grab him by his collar and kiss him.
Okay, you can either give him a distraction, so he rolls with disadvantage, or you get an advantage. Your choice.
Which do you want, Jess? Jackie?
Advantage.
Okay. Beat a 22.
Okay.
We've been here 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Right? I'm pretty sure that beats a 22.
I've been
And then
alive for
base
4 hours and
17
2
plus
minutes.
7, so 24.
Okay. So as you go kiss him, he just pushes you out like, what the fuck is happening?
Oh, are you?
And
You
then
look-
he just leaves immediately. He's like,
I'm
fucking...
sorry, you look just like Jim. I'm so sorry. You don't remember me from high school.
No! I don't! And just like, I can't right now, and just leaves. He just fucking just goes.
Poor guy.
He's just like, gross. Anyway, did you get it back?
Hold it up and go.
You have your platinum back.
I'm gonna walk over to the bar, like as that's happening, sit down on a stool, let the legs relax, and go, "Can I get a sample of the amazing homebrewed ale that I've heard so much about in town? I would love to try a little bit."
We got beer and we got rum.
Yeah. Can I get a sample of the beer?
Pours you a full glass of beer.
Awesome, thank you. I'm just going to pick it up and put it to my face and just absorb it entirely.
Okay, you
That
absorb...
is so uncomfortable for all parties involved.
That's how I consume things. What?
Oh,
I'm
He's
gonna-
cool with it,
could
I'm
you
gonna walk
consume in
over.
private?
huh? Maevis, I didn't hear you.
Oh, I was asked if you could consume in private.
It's just going in and then disappearing over time. Oh my god. You are more than welcome to look away at any time. But man's gotta eat. Man's gotta drink.
You see a lot of people looking at you because even though this town is filled with, Dragonborn and kobolds and half giants
Dinosaurs.
and dinosaurs, but two beast folk and a very pale individual and a fully armored, really weird looking guy and the fucking plasmoid. You are the weirdest individuals here, and they definitely know that you are not from here. Everyone's like looking at you guys like, oh, hello. Like everyone will say hello Everyone's like, "Guy, how you guys doing? Welcome, strangers."
I will
You know.
shake hands with everyone that introduces themselves to
Oh,
me
God.
and be the most cordial being on the planet.
If you're cordial, they'll cordial back. Yes, Maevis. And then I got you, Jackie.
Is there anybody in the bar or just like in general that just they don't look like they belong?
No,
Like they're not from this town? Okay.
every single person is from this town.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah, like from the
Small
clothing,
towns,
from like everyone that's
Everybody
here,
knows each other.
like works here. Yeah, they all know each
Okay.
other. They all work here. Yeah.
So there's
All- they-
nobody in a cloak sitting in a corner that obviously doesn't belong.
No, it's
No, that would be
it's
a-
more like
Actually,
it's
that's
open
more.
tables. It's like just long picnic tables, and you just sit here and everybody eats together, and you just like open kitchen. You just make your food whenever you want, and there's like one person attending to the bar, and really, if they leave, there's no reason why someone can't just walk back there and just grab some and pour themselves some beer, or like go into the shelf and just grab themselves some rum. Like there's no locks, there's no nothing. Everything's open for everyone.
Oh no, it's communism.
It's almost like a ranger society. Yes, Jackie.
Yeah, I'm going to put myself at the bar and just be like, can I get a room?
Yes. I don't have any space in my house. I can ask around.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Room.
I thought you said room. I apologize.
Room.
Apologize. I thought you said room. Yeah. We have some. We got 3 different levels of rum. Depends on how distilled you want or the sugar content that you want. Do you want strong, medium, or weak?
Whale. I am a whale, and as such, I can hold my water pretty well.
All right. Aguardiente this pours
No, wait.
this clear crystal liquid in a shot glass.
I fucking
And hands it over.
yeah.
Smells
Let's
like
do it.
pure cane sugar and licorice.
I'm just gonna be like, down the hatch.
Roll me a Constitution save.
Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, okay. What is my con?
You've
My con
eaten
is-
today, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have a good berry.
I do, but I'm not eating that yet. It's a 16. Let's see if.
Yeah, I
that
mean
works.
it's a strong drink, and your choice on how your character handles it, but it's like one of those. Okay, that's good. That's not the smoothest, but I see why it's called the strong one. All right.
Okay, and she's basically how she's gonna take it is just she's gonna down it, and then she's gonna look like straight faced, but all of a sudden you're just gonna hear it out of her blowhole just.
I love
We're in
that.
public.
Jackie just fart.
That was her coughing.
Oh. You see the guy back there like, excuse me, and then kind of pours a second one. So leave it there.
That was a good one.
I love that.
So you have another shot already poured, and he just walks away, puts it back on the top shelf, and then goes back to like distilling something and just starts like mixing it. Yes, Maevis.
Oh, she was just going to ask the bartender. I have a quick question.
Yeah. Just mixing.
I mean, this seems like kind of a small, rough and tough community. I was just curious if there was like, I don't know, any fight pits or anything like that to earn some extra coin for people that are
Oh.
bored and just want to watch people beat the snot out of each other.
No, I mean, no.
To prove your worth, anything like that.
No, I mean, we do partake in our celebration, there's actually a holiday for that. I am looking up the name that we have in Age of Maya for what the holiday is. But it's not for a couple of months away. Not for a coin or anything like that. But essentially, what the holiday is you have any grievances against anyone on this day. It's on the 25th of Kin, which if you could compare it, you guys are in August. That's in January, so it's a couple of months away.
Okay.
So if you have any grievances or any disagreements with someone, you both agree and you fight until your disagreements are gone.
So this is like a watered down purge.
If you will. But no, not for coin. If you want coin, I'm sure there's some labor out there. Plenty of farming, plenty of grazing. Dinosaurs are huge. They need a lot of caring and taking care of. And the most jobs, the ones that pay the most are the ones that no one wants to do because they involve poop.
So you can't just put together a quick fight and have people bet on who wins.
I'm sure you can do that, but not that I know of, and not that it has been done. If that's something that you want to get involved in, grab some of your friends and fight each other for our entertainment, so yeah, you guys can do that.
Yeah, I'd rather get punched in the face than do any farm work. Thank you anyway.
Alright. Don't know if that was supposed to be rude or not, but okay. Let's continue swirling.
I don't even know half the time.
I'm gonna extend a 10-foot pseudopod with the mug at the end of it, get another drink from the cask, and then retract the 10-foot pseudopod.
As he's like mixing. Did you wash your pod?
It's sterile, I promise.
Okay. Alright, that's all I ask. Just very weirded out. Maevis, were you gonna say something else? And then Rune Strike? Okay. Yes, Rune?
Rune Strike is gonna start making food.
Okay.
He's gonna start grabbing ingredients that Calcifer had. But the ingredients, if anybody is looking at him, what he's cooking is all the ingredients he grabbed doesn't make sense.
He's
Okay.
learning.
Like
He's machine learning.
He grabbed meat, and then there was like a bar of chocolate there somewhere, and then some garlic.
Are you making some mole?
I guess so. But for people that played maybe Breath of the Wilds or Legend of Zelda, just grabs like a bunch of food and then combines them together, and it says dubious food.
Like that pixelated food or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Got it.
Fair.
Barklee and Halt, what about you guys? What have you guys been doing? Yes.
Also, a quick note: this is for my chef feat that he's doing.
Somehow, it's still gonna taste great, but you have no idea what the fuck you're doing.
Well, I was playing with the dogs out in front of the bar.
Okay. Yeah, there's
And then,
one of them.
I
You're
wanted to
pretty
go in.
sure is a coyote that just got adopted into the wolf pack here or the dog pack here. But there's so many large dinosaurs that Barklee, there is a very weird thing that does not make
Okay.
sense, especially for a druid. There are a lot of carnivores here that are just intermingling with herbivores.
Oh, like
There's-
they're bespelled or something?
They're domesticated.
I've seen this movie.
Which one are you talking about?
Danitopia? No.
I was gonna say Zootopia because he's making a big point about carnivores and herbivores.
Oh, that's fair.
Look,
That's probably.
look,
Yeah,
I don't have anything in my den, okay?
Okay,
Yeah.
this feels weird to me. I would agree, and I think I would pick up on that. So I want to go into the bar and just see what's up, and maybe ask Gabe? Because that's where he is, right?
No, but for the purposes of that, sure, we can say that he went home, changed clothes, put up his ducks, and now he's back. He has kind of a flowing shirt, and he's walking around with the staff.
That's interesting. Okay, and then was I inside in time to hear Jackie's cough?
Sure, if not, you can see it. Like, it's, they're not, like, fully closed off walls. So you
Okay,
can...
because I definitely want to laugh like the Hanna-Barbera dog, you know? You know.
Awesome.
I think those kind of noises are great. You
Awesome.
know,
Love it.
dog.
I love it.
Love it.
You definitely do get a few dogs go up to you and immediately roll their bellies to you, Barklee, or one tries to sniff around you.
Okay, cool. I'll just seem friendly, but not like super trying to get part of their pack. You know, just friendly, but doing other things. But I am planning to maybe if I see Gabe, like you said, then go and maybe ask him what's going on with the dynamic.
At this point, you will see Gabe kind of grabs a very young, I'll say, Tyrannosaurus Rex, so maybe like 6 feet tall.
Wow.
Who has a little bit of a muzzle. And like, guys, if I can have y'all real quick, I just need to make sure that this infant's kind of learning the ropes here a little bit, and he's a little bitey, a little more bitey than his brothers and sisters. So I just need I need him to imprint his sense on y'all. And then you see that his eyes glow green. Yes. Jackie, are you drunk?
She's not drunk. She's not drunk. She's just in a silly mood.
Okay.
She buzzed.
She's just okay. You buzzed. Okay, got it. And you just see that Barklee, you recognize the spell since you've casted it before. He's casting Speak with Animals. What is he saying? You don't know because you haven't casted the spell yet, or you're not currently within the influence of the spell. But he's casted the spell, and from your all's perspective, he's just growling to this creature, but his mouth's moving like normal. And you see the dinosaur just reluctantly just blow steam and a little bit of snot on one of y'all. Whichever wants to take the snot, that's who took the snot.
Give
All right, Jackie, you take the snot.
I was gonna say I thought it should be our snot boy.
Oh.
Whoever wants to take it takes it.
Wow. That is
And then
so
just
insensitive.
kind of rubs its like its ear and its full face
Absorbed a beer
like
into your face.
like a cat on you guys, and it's not the friendliest and not the most comfortable situation. But afterwards, you're gonna notice that this specific dinosaur is a lot nicer around you guys. And a lot of them just smell around you, and once they do, they kind of just walk away.
That was weird.
That's cool.
Okay. So reminds me back home we got a little what's it called? Shark pup. He does that kind of shit all the time.
Oh, sharks! Yeah, yeah, sharks. They got them rough scales. Yeah.
Oh, you know, yeah.
You keep sharks as dogs in the ocean?
Uh-huh.
I'm learning so much.
Yeah.
Do they also talk?
Not unless you know, communicate shark with them.
Fair. Okay. I'm just gonna absorb the second beverage and be like, wow. Just flabbergasted.
She's going to slide her other shot that apparently they gave her over to Maevis and just be like, "You want this one?" I don't think I should drink another.
Fuck it, whatever, sure. And I'll shot it.
I mean, there's
Alright.
nothing wrong with free.
You making my save? Oh no, that is not good. That is a 9. for
Would
my
you like to add a
con.
D4 to it?
Oh yeah, I forgot because I have that amulet thing.
You do.
I don't know if a D4 is gonna make that much of a difference, but let's see.
3 uses per day.
A 10. That is a 10.
With just a 10. It is it's rough. I'll let you know it's pretty fucking rough.
Is that a dog joke?
No. No.
No.
Jesus, no. No.
I wasn't going for that. But
Oh.
well, if you guys have any questions or anything for him now that he's here, let's collect those and we'll discuss them in a bit since we should go on break because I definitely need to take my puppy out. And I know that we need to stretch our legs and we also have puppies to take out as well. So let's take a short break and come back in a minute and see what you guys want to do.
Sounds good.
You might be hearing the footsteps of someone that you guys have been wanting to talk to.
Oh.
Perfect.
Oh, that's great.
So, alright, we'll be back in a minute. Hi everybody, we're back. And I love my players so much. They're the best. Can't you tell? They're the best. I love them for everything that they do.
Everyone dies.
Rocks fall, roll a
He
deck
spent
save.
the entire break yelling at us.
Everyone rolls a constitution saving throw for rocks falling on you. If you don't get 100, you die. No. So. You do see Gabe return. Sense rubbed on you guys so you guys can be safe around the meat-eating babies. Because the smaller babies don't know you guys. And they need to. What are things that we would like to do in the village? I know that we want to talk to Elysia. Anything else?
Dino pen.
Dino pen. Okay.
I'm more like I'm kind of like the kid on the field trip right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I've gone to the bar. I've tried the local delicacies. I'm gonna follow Jackie to the Dino pen.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, how much are the drinks?
Jackie, don't ask.
Are you asking Gabe or are you asking the person who was making them and gave you some drinks?
I forgot. Never mind. Yeah.
Okay.
No. Basically, I'd ask. I would be talking in character, but then I'd be like, "Wait, never mind. I forgot. Never mind. Bye."
Oh boy, Jackie's hammered.
How much, Gail? Ma'am, how much did you have to drink?
Just the one. It was strong.
It was the really strong rum.
Yeah, let's make sure she don't have none of that no more.
I won't ride and drive.
See, look, she's not going to whatever the fuck she said and drive.
Yeah.
What is driving?
Have we put a
Riding
tab
a
yet?
dinosaur. I'm not doing that. Dinosaur.
Yeah, let's get you some.
Dinosaur.
Get you some bread.
Dinosaur.
Get some water, some coffee, and bread, and just hands all three of those items to you.
Okay, great.
Yeah, you'll be fine within like 20 minutes.
I'm waiting for the part where they like make us have to do jobs to pay them for the drinks.
They haven't asked.
Fair.
Okay. Dino baby.
Alright, well, we're leaving now, and
Okay.
how much was the tab?
I'm just gonna stand up and leave. Like,
there-
following after Jackie,
yeah.
trying to make sure she doesn't die in the pen.
Gabe looks at ma'am, there ain't no tab. There's a communal kitchen.
Oh.
Oh, thank God, I'm broke as hell!
Okay, well, that is good to hear. Well, you have a lovely day, Mr. Part of the community. Goodbye. I'm gonna walk away. Start walking out.
All right. Jackie, if you are showing any signs of being drunk, they will not let you in the pen.
I'm not.
Okay. Yes.
She was honestly, she was acting like it just to see what it like. She doesn't ever get drunk,
Okay.
honestly.
All right.
So
Halt.
she's just acting like it just to be a jackass.
Okay. All right. Halt. What's up?
Is she being a Jackie ass? Okay, that's it.
Are we lucky enough that this evening might happen to be the open mic night at the community kitchen?
If you want it to be, there's you can.
Awesome.
There's the
How
How
intro.
tall is Maevis?
Slam poetry.
What do you say?
tall is-
What do you say to Maevis?
How tall is Maevis?
I have it written here. She is. Let me go to description. 5'6".
Yo, you're an inch taller than me.
Okay, you're gonna feel a tug at your sleeve, literally.
I
Because
just
Halt
read-
is 3 feet tall.
I'm just gonna like reach my sleeve up. Like, what the fuck is? Well, she doesn't have a sleeve. It would just like be her arm.
Oh, then something is just gonna like awkwardly poke you here. Just
What the fuck? Oh, it's you. Yes, love. What do you need?
you look like you know how to have a good time.
I really don't.
You look like you enjoy making large groups of people suffer.
Okay, continue.
They have an open mic night at the kitchen. I am an aspiring musician.
Of course you are.
And
Why
because
wouldn't
they
you be?
cannot appreciate the craft,
Mm-hmm.
I have been told I am no longer allowed to participate in the open mic night. If you can find a way to help me participate in the open mic night, I will make it worth it for you.
Are you just going to offer me more drugs?
He's gonna get on the mic and start talking
No.
about how the chemicals in the water are turning the frogs gay.
Oh my god.
What are you offering then? If I can help you with your little predicament.
Riches.
I doubt that highly. What do you mean riches? Do you mean actual gold coin riches? Or are you going to give me, like, a fish and say it's all in the eye of the beholder or some bullshit?
Oh, I'm not smart enough for that.
You know what? How about, let's make a deal. If I do this for you, you will leave me alone for the rest of the night.
Deal.
Alright, that's priceless. Alright, so I'm just going to sign up. I'll just sign up for it, and then instead of me walking on stage, you'll walk on stage. Is that fair?
Yeah.
And where do I sign up?
I will point her to where the sign up is.
Okay.
Alright, yeah. I mean, I don't play any instruments or anything, and I absolutely refuse. I don't sing, I don't do any of that bullshit.
Oh, Hall does it all.
Oh my god.
Hello! Yeah, I'm signing up for the open mic night.
What's a microphone?
We have no people signed up so far.
Oh, awesome! So it'll be all for me then, you should bring a huge crowd, and I'm gonna pull out my lyre. Be like, huge crowd. And I'll play like
Okay.
2 notes, because she actually can't play an instrument.
Ding ding. Okay. Looks like you know how to play. Dun dun.
Awesome!
Smoke on the water
Alright.
equivalent of the lyre.
He
Right
just
here.
does a full open strum and puts it away.
Alright, thank you. Okay. Then she's gonna leave, and she's gonna look at you, and she's gonna kind of nod, and then keep walking.
You're gonna see that for the next like 2 hours or so, while sign-ups are open, no one signs up.
Yeah, I
Ruined
feel
it
like
for every-
this is going to be a terrible night. Anyway, let's go see what these fuckers are doing, and she's just gonna join everything.
Yeah, you will get like a crowd of like 15 people at the end of the day, just when that
I'm gonna just
approaches.
I'm gonna motion to Barklee to come over to the pen. 'Cause I know that she wanted to also join.
Yeah, those that are at the pen, you'll see that most of the people that are working the dino feeding area and the dino pen are actually older. Like most of them are grandparents age, and they're you see that all the grassy feedy babies are open roam with just goats and donkeys and horses and cattle and like every single farm animal that needs and has a purpose. All the herbivores are just as small as they can be, are intermingling and living with them. And then there's a separate area that is just the carnivores, and there's some that are separated, some that are together, some that are isolated by themselves. And I'll just say that there's like a elderly dwarven woman who's like showing you guys the ropes, and like, well, to kind of explain it, since they're young, we make sure that anyone that is an herbivore gets to be raised with everybody else, so they are not terribly aggressive. And as you see, the like a full-grown mountain goat like butt heads with the Triceratops, and like, you know, they're taking out their frustration on each other, but it's nothing terribly aggressive. And the meat eaters are on this side. They need a little bit more closer attention, and that is where Gabe comes in. He tends to talk to them and spend more one-on-one with them and give them the communication and tell them that this is essentially their family, and no, don't eat your brothers and sisters. And after they've been talked to and they get to know each other, they can freely walk around, and you do see some meat eaters that are just like walking around like a Donaton, and a very small iguanodon is just walking around, and you see the Triceratops who's currently practicing for the dino race. And that's the small of it. Depends on who you want to take care of and what you want to do, but the raptors, I would highly suggest you hide any loose article of clothing or anything shiny, because it will be ripped or will get eaten. If you want to interact with any of the Triceratops, I will let you know you might be a little disappointed.
Why?
Well, taking care of a Triceratops is more like just farming grass. They're too big, too dumb, too stubborn to do anything. You can't make them do a gosh dang thing. So you just make sure there's food, you put it in a pen, and hopefully they don't knock it over.
Okay, what about the big goat over there? That seems like a really big goat to be in the, like, growing up pen.
Yeah, he likes to butt heads, and quite honestly, some of the other dinosaurs, they have a thicker outer shell, and just gets his jollies all rumbled. And you see this bipedal dinosaur that is one of the meat eaters who has, like, this dome rock shaped head. It just goes in. You hear like two rocks just hitting each other, and then just go at it for like 3 minutes before the goat just gives up and then just sits down. And the dinosaur looks a little sad and then kind of just walks away. I don't know if you ever heard two rams slamming their horns against each other. It sounds like bullets. Yeah.
Yeah, we had some of those where I grew up.
Oh, sea goats?
Yeah, how'd you know?
I've been around here or there. Traveled a couple of
Not
mountains.
I used to be an adventurer like you, and then I took a Triceratops to the knee.
Yeah, but if you want to work, we definitely could use the hand.
I guess.
Got another looks at the sun. Got a couple of hours or so before sun sets.
Here, I'll take a job. The dinosaurs might react to me a little weirdly. My kind are a little uncommon around these parts, but we're around.
You do see a very small Brontosaurus, which, even though an infant Brontosaurus grows about like 3 feet a year, so like it's, I don't know, I'll say like 12 feet tall and still an infant.
It's an infant?
Yeah, they're huge.
Okay.
Yeah. I think at adult size, they're over 26 feet tall.
Goodness.
Yeah.
So it's going to be over your head and just kind of look down and try to, like, eat at you every now and then. Because you just, from its view, you just look like a puddle of water.
I'm not a puddle. Not a puddle. Puddles can't talk.
I'm gonna look around and go, I usually probably am gonna be better with the carnivores.
Well,
I can kind of keep them in check a little bit.
go right ahead if that's what you feel like. But kind of looks at you. Just can't have any weapons on you because self-defense might be something that you are inclined to, and I would be inclined to them eating you or you defending yourself.
Knowledge.
Alright.
I'm just gonna hold up my arms and be like, nothing up my sleeves.
I will take off my short sword, my short bow, and my daggers, my visible daggers, and I will just put them to the side.
Yeah, definitely keep your armor
where
on.
I can freaking look for it. But
They'll be visible. Anyone who spends 6 hours or more helping here will definitely get a reward. That is not monetary, but you will definitely get some knowledge.
Okay.
So you're gonna be working into the night, but you might miss the comedy show.
No.
I'm sure we'll hear
Can
it.
I just do like 3 here and then 3 in the morning?
Sure, that's fine.
Okay, great.
Yeah, Halt will be hawking up his musical
Okay, yeah.
performance to the group.
Okay.
I'll just be reading a book somewhere, reading my book,
Okay. When people get
and
like,
being on the lookout for what's her face.
when you get on stage, Halt, people will be like, "That's not the lady. That's oh man."
Oh, she's like sitting in the corner of the bar, and she's like, "I'm sick," and then goes back to reading.
I got the black lung.
Barklee, were you gonna also do the dino thing, or?
Yeah.
Okay, I just wasn't sure.
Yeah, we all get gold.
I'm behind Gabe right now.
Oh. Fair.
You're just hanging out with the dogs.
I can move them over here.
I wanna hang out and play dinos.
Okay, you playing with all the dino babies
We're
coming
doing
around
the
you.
first act of Jurassic Park.
Yeah, coming around and petting you. You see a little velociraptor kind of nibble at some articles of like leaves that you have dangling. Try to like pull at them and rather aggressively.
Aww.
Barkley's just like, I've got more. It's nothing.
Yeah. It's good to see you eat plants. They're good for you. I mean, I like plants too, so gotta balance that, but yeah.
Just for, like, I guess roleplay or whatever, I like the second she steps in with the carnivores, like Jackie steps in, she's gonna be like, "Alright now, don't you dare try to eat me, 'cause I will bite back."
You see a couple of them try to like test you and but
Yeah, I just kind of like body check them a little bit.
okay, yeah.
Not
then-
enough to hurt them, just
Of
like,
course.
just stop it.
Yeah.
As Mavis is reading.
I'm a dad now.
Jackie Love, try not to kill any of these animals, please.
Oh,
Not
I
trying to
won't
get
do
thrown out of
that.
another goddamn city.
I won't do that. Don't you worry. I'm just telling them not to eat me, basically.
As
I don't think they understand. And then
I'm
they
just
go back to
walking
reading.
around the herbivore pen with a rather large bucket of water and my rod and the necklace in the other hand, dinging it. Go, water! Get your water here! I do not know what I am doing.
they'll be like teaching you. That's the point of the 6 hours. They'll be like actually teaching you like what dinosaurs like what, who needs to be taken care of, how like the stages of life are, and like growth spurts and a whole bunch of things like how
seeds of life,
stages of life.
Oh,
yeah.
I was like, oh, that sounds important, but okay.
And as Halt is about to start his performance, Rune Strike, yes.
Rune Strike. Once people are stop drinking and stuff, like he finished with his cooking, he looks proud of it, even though he looks kind of gross. But he's gonna put it in his bag, and then he's gonna plan to give it to his party.
Oh,
granola bars,
yeah.
It's a chef feat, so
it will still heal.
Like, you will get all the heals and stuff. Anyway,
I don't know what it's gonna taste like, but it heals you.
He's gonna once he starts to see his group go to the dino pen, he's gonna just kind of think of himself as like, no one's really forcing me to go anywhere right now, so he's gonna meander around the whole town.
Okay.
By himself, and then once he sees when he sees somebody like working, for example, like this field over here, somebody working like plowing it and all that stuff, he's gonna go over there and he's gonna ask, "Need help?"
Guys, I'm like, yeah, pay you for the day, and then kind of just hands you a hoe and just get to work.
Yeah, he's gonna do that for maybe 2 hours or something like that.
Okay.
And he's gonna say, "I'm finished."
Looks at it and like it's
and
not.
He's gonna walk away. It was like he's not expecting any payment.
It's like, well, I mean, job's half up, but all right, at least save me some hours. Okay, cool. But
it's not like he's not going to the guy and asking for payment at all. Like when he finished like a row, he's gonna look proud of himself and he's gonna walk away.
Okay.
He's gonna move to the different task.
Okay, cool.
That's what he's gonna be doing the whole day.
Awesome.
He's becoming a jack of all trades.
Yeah.
He's doing free manual labor.
Hey, there you go. Halt. What is your show? If you don't mind explaining it.
Oh no.
Yes, please.
I would love to.
Oh Lord.
I would also like to preface this with the fact that I, as a player, am choosing to take a 1 on my performance roll.
Okay.
My performance is a -1. So technically it will be a 0 perform.
Oh my god, okay.
Nice.
So who's watching the show right now? Sorry.
Yoko Ono screeches.
Oh my gosh. No. No.
Right before he performs, she closes her book and she leaves the facility because she doesn't even want to watch.
No.
So there's
Yoko, no.
Some of that, some growling.
Not the growling.
Lots of strange undulations.
Oh.
He's got like a pot lid and like a sheet pan that he is just full force sending together every couple of seconds. No real rhythm to it.
How loud is this?
Very loud. There is an amplified stone. There's a magical stone item that you can get that amplifies your voice up to 500 yards, and this is definitely happening.
He is also still in his full plate.
Oh Lord.
So there's just a cacophony happening.
Yeah, there's several dinosaurs that are not enjoying this and upset and like making a ruckus, and several people have to go attend to them.
There is an extremely good reason he is not allowed to participate in the open mic night.
If if Rune Strike is like, for example, he's on a different task. Let's say he's gonna be helping this guy over here, and then he hears that, he will stop at his task. He will say again, "I am finished." He's gonna go to the entertainment hall, sit down on one of the chairs, and just enjoy the music. And then when he's finished, he's gonna clap. He's gonna stand up and clap.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's no real formal ending to the performance. He kind of just goes until he is physically stopped or too winded to continue.
Oh my god. As this is happening, Maevis, with your role that you sense, you will see a group of individuals coming through the jungle and entering the city. A dwarven man will be helping kind of like lift up the cloak of a woman, the sorceress that you guys were facing, as her hands look like they still have a metal bracer, but the chain has been broken. Puts it back, and then they walk in one direction as a elven woman that you guys saw that beast-shaped into a dinosaur starts walking towards the cacophony of music and halt as you are ending your performance. When your breath ends, you see like 3 elderly women just like, he did his best. He did his best.
3 older women and Rune Strike clapping his heart out.
Yeah.
Those 3 women are probably deaf and can't hear.
You just see a blue face poke through the fencing, because I'm still feeding the herbivores, and shout, "On board!"
Oh lord. I'm going to... Am I close enough to Jackie? Within 30 feet? No, 60 feet of Jackie?
Yeah.
Sure.
Nope,
say that you guys...
120 feet. 120 feet.
At the shout of encore,
Oh no! Oh no!
I am going to second wind
Oh no!
and give it another 60 seconds.
Oh, that's funny.
As that's happening, Maevis, you're going over to
Jack, I'm just going to cast a message to her through my earring. Heads up, love. The eco-terrorists, they're back, and so is the elf girl who fucked us over. You can reply.
Alright, I'll meet you outside the dino pen and we'll get this going. Alright. So I'm gonna try to grab Ash, or I'm just gonna say, Ash, we gotta come on, we gotta go.
Barklee, what are you doing right now? As there is a
I would also get Barklee. Sorry.
I'll say there's a Ankylosaurus who's currently giving you a piggyback ride.
Aww.
Like the metal
Probably
plates
what
are like the metal plates. The plates are just like perfectly in line, so you can just be there, just kind of running around.
I say, "Aw, okay, I'll watch you guys if you're not going far. I'll catch up."
Well, no, we kind of all need to go together. The thing that we were talking about earlier, we kind of, yeah.
But I
Rune
wanna
Strike's
finish
music.
my ride.
See, it kind of moves over and just gives you a big old lick on the
Aw.
Adorable.
We're just going to have a conversation, not prison. You'll see it when we're done. Let's go.
Okay, Mom.
This is how we get thrown in Dino Jail.
face. Mavis is the party mom.
Charis,
I'm just gonna look to Jackie and be like, "All right, which
Mavis
way?"
became a mom.
No.
We're gonna
No.
go outside the dino pen, and I'm gonna meet up with Mavis over there and with
Yeah.
everybody.
As you guys are doing that, and Halt and Rune, I know this is the entertainment hall, but we're gonna put you over here because they were doing the performance at the kitchen.
Oh, was it in the kitchen?
Yeah,
Oh,
this one specifically was in the kitchen.
oh, okay.
The
He's not paying attention. He's just
No,
watching.
you're good. You're good. She does make her way, kind of beelines through everybody, and just goes straight to where her dad is. And actually, I am going to show you guys a little character art if this fucking works.
Ooh.
Do it.
How does right click show players? There we go. Show everyone. There you go.
Oh.
Ooh, look at her.
So
That's an elf.
yeah,
That's
And
an
an
elf.
eco-terrorist.
Cool.
she's definitely an elf.
And an eco-terrorist.
She is definitely an elf. So, as she just beelines over there and like, hey, Dad, kind of looks towards everyone. Hi, everybody. Kind of shakes like two people's hands, goes and takes the old lady's hand. Hi, lovely to meet you again. Yes. I'll go to your garden in the morning. Yes. I gotta talk to my dad real quick. I have. He goes like, Dad, kind of just grabs him like, Hunt, I was watching the show. You have to be part of the community, and like he just comes, sits down, and they're kind of talking over. She just goes and grabs two of the bottled brewed beers and just like opens them up, one for him. He's not even touching his. She's chugging it, and like they are having some type of discussion.
Oh, can I like hear any of the conversation?
Not from where you are.
I will.
Is Halt still going?
Yeah, for another like 20 seconds.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go up to the table then,
Are you still
and
like?
kind of like.
Mhm.
No, I'm just gonna go to the table and stand like behind. I'm guessing they're facing each other at the table, so I would just
there'll be
stand
like
behind
at
their dad.
quarter of like okay, so you can stand close enough. What about the rest of you guys?
I am enraptured by this goblin that is making so much noise.
Okay.
Apparently, this is just what music is
This
down
is
here on
this
Maya.
is what music is here on the material plane. This is
Oh, Lord.
this is music.
I'm learning so much on my first day. Man, my journal is going to be packed.
Jackie, what are you doing?
Oh Lord.
Oh, that's great. I am. I'm a big girl, so I'm going to stay towards the back, kind of out of sight, but also keeping as much of it as eye contact or visual on them as I can,
Okay.
without trying to be overly showing myself. 'Cause
Oh, and
it's
I
hard
guess
to
Yeah.
miss me.
I
from
just.
like
Mhm.
from like a tactical standpoint, like I'm enraptured by this, but I'm like passively, like mentally noting where the rest of the party is relatively in the building.
Okay.
But
I'm just gonna pull out like the sheet of paper that has like the job on it. Not like open it up and do,
yeah.
but just kind of hold it up behind her dad and look at her.
At the moment, she's not looking at your direction. She's very focused on her father.
Oh, I'm literally standing behind her dad to where it's like awkward.
Okay. Then you will hear a conversation. Okay. Halt. When you're done singing, what are you doing? Sorry, you're muted.
Kind of just falling over on his way to one of the tables. He put all of his energy into that.
Okay. Barklee, what about you?
I guess I'm just trying to scope everything out and see if there's a place I can kind of blend in. Not necessarily trying to hide like Jackie, but just kind of stay in the background.
Okay. Rune Strike?
After the concert, after he's saying his last breath, RuneStrike's gonna do a standing ovation and clap. And then when he sees the elf kind of walk by, on his like peripherals or something, his eyes turns from green to blue, back to blue, and then you will see like a little squint, like his eyes kind of go smaller, like the blue light gets smaller, like he's like serious.
The lens zooms in.
He just looks at that, and then he just sits down where he is.
Okay.
Grabs granola bar and pretends to eat it. With his no mouth.
So, if you are actively listening,
mouth. So it's just going like this.
Oh, okay, not even touching around. If you are actively listening to the conversation, roll me a perception check. The DC is 15. If you are being distracted, and I'll let you decide if that's an issue, roll me with disadvantage. Just letting you know what the DC is, so you can tell me. You don't have to say it out loud just because of time, but you know if you heard the conversation or not. Maevis, you pull in at the end of the third sentence, okay? So, as Elysia, because you're kind of walking in, you're hearing the conversation, you go to your bag, you pull something out, so they were speaking for a bit before you, got to behind her dad. As Elysia is saying, Dad, look, I lost faith in diplomacy, Dad. I'm sick of these stupid peaceful negotiations. People are dying, the dinosaurs are dying, the jungle is dying, and we're just following the rules. We're doing this shit for too long. Like, yes, they're forgetting us. The rivers are being poisoned. Our people are bleeding, are dry. For what? For the fucking mines? Some of my friends haven't even returned. Just so Brassfield can get some more coin. Like, this talk is over. Action. That is what we need. Okay? And that's what I'm doing. And you see Gabe sigh. Elysia, I understand that you're angry. Sorry, that's not his accent at all. Elysia, I understand you're angry, but we can't resort to violence. Like, these crystals in the mines, they're dangerous, and we both know that, and there has to be a better way to negotiate this. The solution can't just be bloodshed. Well, Dad, I have a plan, and while you come up with your plan and you watch people suffer, and then kind of looks over, can I help you?
I'm just holding the job and like, hello. I think we need to talk business.
I'm having a conversation with my father. Who the hell are you?
Oh, well, let's just say I picked up a little job that kind of got fucked up the other night.
Looks at the note. Great. Congratulations on you messing up your job. I'm speaking to my father.
That's the thing. That's just the thing, actually, love. I didn't mess it up. It was the people that actually hired me for the job decided to come in and fuck it up. And I think I need to talk to you about it. Have you ever heard of the Verdant Vanguard?
Dad immediately looks at her. Are you involved with these folk? Or are you involved with whatever she's talking about? Dad, I don't know any of the things that she's talking about. But maybe I can talk to her and we can iron this out? Yeah, I'll pretend to be stupid and pretend that you're just gonna iron that out. Sure. Grabs her beer.
That's exactly how a dad talks to his daughter.
Kind of just goes over, sits down, grabs another beer for herself, puts one down for you, Maevis. And then if you even reach over for the beer, grabs your beer and drinks it.
Oh, so, I wasn't going to. She's pissed.
So you're the fucking jerks who rained on the perfectly laid out plan that I had.
Why in the God's fucking name would you put out a job only for you to go and sabotage the job that you put out? I'm just trying to make sense of it. Because we had a wonderful plan, and then all of a sudden...
Did you... So, wait. Let me get this...
being broken down.
Let me get this straight. So,
And now my friend is dead, and I'm inconvenienced.
Well, that
because
sucks.
Because went in... No, you went in, and you fucked up your own job. I'm just trying to make that, Why would you even put out a hit then? I don't understand.
Because no one was acting on it. That hit has been put out for 3 years.
I don't give you notification whenever someone picks it up.
And then, like, when she says that, people, like, she screams it, and people are, like, looking.
Yeah, I'm now actively looking.
She's talking about a card game.
All right.
Back to business.
As soon as she screams that, I'm stepping forward, and I'm gonna just kind of come up next to Maevis, and I'm gonna be like, "Everything okay here?"
Yeah, everything's fine.
Just dealing with a unruly client is all.
I'm just gonna stand there and just kind of.
The point of the matter is you put out a hit, and you fucked up the hit that you put out for, and I'm inconvenienced and out of a lot of coin, and 2 people in my party. And the hit, by the way, you shouldn't have to worry about because, well, he won't be coming back for a very long time. The job is done, but I want my money, and I'm pissed.
That's... You did it.
It's taken care of. We have the proof.
Looks around. That's great. I'll forgive you for horribly destroying the amazing idea that we had. Awesome.
Oh, it was so amazing. I'm sure it was, that it just went up in smoke, and honestly, your little man standing by the window could not have been more obvious that he was there to fuck shit up.
I'm sorry.
It was very pathetic.
Looks at Jackie, looks at you. I'm sorry. Could it be any more clear that he was a terrorist? I'm going to just give you 2 words of advice, love. You want to get paid, right?
I'm going to get paid no matter what because I did the job. So it doesn't matter how mad I make you. That's bad business if I don't get paid.
That's great. Here's things. You can threaten me. You can try to argue with me. If you want your money, maybe let's be friends.
Why do we have to be friends for me to get paid for a job that I did? I'm just confused on that.
Because I hold all the power in this negotiation now. You do what I have.
I see. So you're just not going to pay for a job whether you like me or not.
No,
well,
I don't like you because you came here and all you've been doing is insulting me.
Well, I just know that, once again, there's 2 of my friends are dead, and there's been absolutely no apologies for that.
I said
that you came in and ruined everything.
That is the job that you took on, is it not? I am sorry that you lost life. But you have to understand that I have lost many friends to that asshole. My village is dying. The creatures around here are dying. The forest is dying. The rivers are being poisoned. All for the stupid crystals and that stupid money that he is making off of it. So, you did your end of the bargain, and I am so sorry that your friends died. That is horrible.
But it was literally your fault, though. It was literally your fault. And you're the one that...
Congratulations, you're not getting paid. Awesome. That is how we're going to negotiate this. Hey, Dad, these guys are jerks. This who you bring to the table? That's awesome. And then she just walks off. Yes, Jackie.
Did she say, because of these crystals? Okay, she's gonna say, hey, hang on a second.
What? No. Yes, crystals. The fucking mind crystals. Yes, the mines that they're doing. That's... Look. Give me the evidence. Maybe someone else other than her can talk to me, because if she throws one more insult, I am making sure that none of you guys get paid.
I don't understand how a statement is an insult.
I'm going
but
to
you deal with it with this,
stand up.
Jackie, or else I'm going to report her, and then none of their bounties will ever be taken again.
All right, I got this, Maevis. Thank you. We're gonna get this taken care of.
She just
didn't he drop a shoe or something?
You
or
have his
something?
leg
dropped
or
a
his
feather.
arm?
And you also have
Okay.
his
Oh,
plate
no,
on
body
his
parts.
stomach.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Gabe.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
we have his body parts.
Yeah, we have his
Um,
auto mail.
We have his tummy of holding.
His tummy of holding. That is correct.
Do we actually have that?
You
No,
have
I
his
didn't
stomach
destroy-
plate. No, you have his stomach plate. You have his leg plate and then his arm plate.
Okay, I will. I'll just get those out, and I will be like, do you want to go somewhere private?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go to
than this?
let's go to the jungle. Look, if I don't know if your friend's in a bad mood, I am definitely in a bad mood. So, thank you for being understanding. I will apologize to her in a minute. Beat me in the north jungle in like 20 minutes. I need to go grab something.
Where- Oh, okay.
Just over there.
The north
Just
jungle, just
Sit
right
like that.
there.
Just right there. Yeah.
Okay, don't
Yeah.
go too far in, because I don't know. Where
I'll find you. Don't worry.
Okay.
Like, I don't fucking know where I'm going.
I'm sorry, that was just really funny.
With that
Don't
information,
know where you'll be.
Please go to the secondary location. Don't worry, I'll find you. This
It's
is
like a-
totally fine.
Yeah,
Like,
I have a
you're
feeling
like-
she's about to die or something, and I'm like, great. I don't want to go to the secondary location. Let's just fucking go to a house.
Wait, no.
what? Yes.
Rosestrike heard nothing of it.
Okay.
Of that conversation. He's concentrating too much into pretending to eat this granola bar because he wants to eavesdrop. Yes. I rolled a natural 1, just so you know.
I was
On my
distracted
perception.
until the exact point she started shouting and
Yeah.
voices got raised, at which point I perked up.
Yeah. I will just go over. I'll go. I'll be like, Maevis, come on, real quick, and gather everybody up and be like, all right, we're gonna go in 20 minutes over there to the north jungle, and she gonna find us, and we're gonna talk about this. And I don't know. She said she'll apologize in a minute. She just has to calm down. Whatever bullshit. So
I don't want an apology is the thing. I just want my
I
fucking money.
understand. Well, we're about to get paid, so just I'll handle it, Maevis. Just I'm gonna give her the evidence and then everything, but also I want to hear what the fuck is up with these crystals, because some bullshit is up with these crystals, and if they're in like the mines or whatever, and it's probably fucking up stuff for them too. Bullshit.
One of the things that
Bullshit.
you have noticed that some players have picked up
This is
and
bull shark
Barklee.
shit.
This area seems to be this protective bubble that no animals messed up or unaffected. The food looks perfectly fine. So like she's talking about people getting hurt and the jungle's being affected. You haven't seen that here in the community. There seems to be like literally a bubble of protection here. But outside, yeah, there's some evidence here and there. Once you step into the northern part of the jungle, just because time, you literally used to see some trees kind of wither down. Like there's almost like a divide line that you can see physically. That like after a set point, there's an actual like physical like ickiness to the air. But eventually, she does
Okay,
find
well,
you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd share that with the party and say, hey, we need to just stay aware. I don't know what's happening out here, but it seems way more dangerous.
Well, we're just going to get paid and get the fuck out. Isn't that right?
Yeah, one hopes.
As you guys meet up, eventually she finds you. You see these glowing reflective eyes in the moonlight, and then she just kind of like peers through the large leaves, and hands.
It's a face.
Yeah. Hands a very hefty chest that will have gold, some platinum, and quite a bit of silver. But when you total it up, it does equal 11,000 gold.
Sorry. 11. 11,000. Fuck yeah!
11.
And it is all Maevis's unless she decides to share.
No,
I'm
we
writing
agreed-
it down. It's too bad.
We agreed to
11,000.
split it. We agreed to split it 60-40. I mean, that is what we agreed on. But
That's a lot.
don't
Yeah.
Wait, 60 in whose favor?
In Mavis's.
Oh, okay. Are you sure?
Yep.
You're positive.
It's
All
all
right.
going
All right,
out
all
of
right.
character. Out of character, guys. It's all going to the same place.
Refund. Okay.
Also, I'm pretty sure the person who negotiated it isn't here, so whatever she says is the deal that was made.
You know, fair.
Yes.
So when she hands that over, I'm giving her the arm, the leg, and the stomach. Is that what we said it was?
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Which
And I'm
she grabs it, puts it in the bag. Like, I'm gonna destroy this later. I'm gonna have so much fun.
It's like a bucket of fried chicken.
Well,
yeah, he's a little fuck, and he dead.
I'm glad
You
he's
got
dead.
pulled to
Well,
another
Thank you.
dimension.
He not going anywhere, or he not coming back here at least. I don't think.
So he's dead, right?
You got pulled into the astral plane.
Ash, do you know
He's
that?
gone.
My patron was more than likely keeping an
Okay.
eye on his bed.
I need now that
Would
he
definitely.
she has
Go
not
ahead.
been told he died. I need someone to roll me a diplomacy.
Oh my god.
What is a
Keep that
diplomacy
to
roll?
ourselves.
Sorry,
Guessing
that is
like
a
charisma?
persuasion. 3.5
Yeah, I
roll.
can
Sorry.
do it.
Persuasion. I
Okay,
should not.
I feel like Ash should do it since he's the one that said it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to follow that up with, look, the astral plane is a really dangerous place. Like, I came from it.
So it's
Some
easy to
weird
get to.
That is not helpful.
No, it's not easy to get to at all.
She's a druid, not a wizard, so this is different territory for her.
That is
he
a
was sent-
17 on persuasion.
Okay. So he's in a different plane of existence. He can't get back. He's as good as dead.
No. He's
Yeah.
as good as that. The only reason this fucker is here is because a god, long story, sent him to us.
Yeah.
Also, I'm also of similar mindset. I understand. And what I saw when he went looked like death. So wherever he is, I don't think he's even in the form he was. That helps.
That does
Oh,
help.
we should probably tell her about the form. He wasn't an actual gnome. He had like these weird tentacles apparently the gnome is like a
Tentacles?
fake form. And he was absorbed,
What?
you know, the Hunters Guild, he murdered the entire Hunters Guild and absorbed them. He's like a weird tentacle monster.
So he's an actual monster, not just a physical monster.
No, an actual monster. That's a sign of good faith. Of telling you that
I-
after a little argument.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I'm very sorry.
That's
Fine, we were both a little wild. And you see like her eye is twitching as she's having to apologize.
Yeah, both. If this is an anime, both
There's
her eyes
like-
are twitching at the same time.
Yes, you guys see like these like the tension, it's like making like everything around them kind of like foggy like this, you know, from all the tension.
I want to circle back to something you said. So there's crystals in these mines.
Yes, that's how he pays for all his stuff. He's
Are they,
independently
like-
wealthy, and he mines crystals. And
Are they really big?
I don't know. I don't operate there. It's just by the mountains. Kind of points like from your perspective, it looks like she's pointing at the volcano, but she's pointing like through it, around it.
I'm literally like going, oh God, I feel like we're gonna need to check out those goddamn mines.
We
Goddamn
do.
mines.
Oh my god, you people care too much.
I just don't, in good faith, think it's right for. Look, these crystals are super dangerous.
Wait,
We've
what crystals
been-
are we
we've
talking
had-
about?
Oh boy, I need to cut you up, Ash. It'll be a minute. Hang on. But these crystals are really dangerous. We've come into contact with them a few times now in various situations, and they corrupt from the within throughout. Basically, I don't know. They fuck with your mind.
Would I know anything about that offhand?
You can roll me a history check if you would like, or an arcana check for planes, since this world doesn't have a knowledge planes.
I am gonna take Arcana, actually.
Offhand, he also spoke of a weird laboratory somewhere.
I'm gonna use a luck.
A lab. I wouldn't know anything about that. I mean, he's always in town. But I know that the miners seen him. I've always had a suspicion that somehow he can travel very fast, in distances. Just because some people say that they've seen him in the mines, and my father said that he's seen him in town, days from each other. And in B shape, it takes me a couple of hours to even fly that distance.
That is a 26 on Arcana, by the way.
So, crystals that make you go insane, from what Jackie said. It sounds like the Sylphil crystals, which also being from the... Are you from... and this is a very tough decision right on the spot. Are you from Mount Khan, or are you from the Astral Sea? Are you from heaven?
Mount Khan.
Okay, so...
I worked in service of Desu-sama,
Okay.
and when Desu-sama saw that his bet was going sideways, he hedged with me.
So this is information that you would have known either through conversations or through books or texts. But this sounds like crystals of old. This sounds like crystals from the
Enslavement?
The Age of Phenomena.
So before the Mind Flayer menace?
Before the ones. During the ones.
Gotcha. Okay. You're just gonna see my face just drop and go, oh no. No, not the... No. Okay, and now I'm just gonna shut the fuck up and let y'all's conversation keep happening. I'll catch you up on it later.
Because we are already so far out of time.
Over.
Yeah. She's going to look at you. If these things are so dangerous, then... Alright, I know what I need to do. I need a talisman. Okay, alright. I need a talisman.
You cannot touch these things with your bare skin. If you touch these things, it'll corrupt your mind. It's not something to fuck around with.
Yep, they'll make you see shit.
Okay.
You know?
A thing or two, yeah.
Okay. Sounds like you guys are definitely a couple of, for lack of better terms, a couple of levels above me in this. I need to ask a couple of favors.
We will help you guys, but if you ever come across any of these crystals, no one in your village, nothing in your village can ever touch these things, because it's quite literally will make you insane.
Okay. This might be the last roll of the night. Give me an insight roll, everyone, and if you get above a 15, you pass.
Yay.
She's like, okay.
Oh, yeah.
She is going to look at you guys. Okay.
That is the second natural 20 of a row. Ash has better luck than Orekon did. Goddamn.
Nice.
I got a 21.
Alright, so, there is a sense of determination on her when she says, I know what I gotta do. There is, a fire in her. This lady is about action, and she's about to do something now. Okay. To be honest, I think this is one of the best days of my life. You have answered so many prayers, and I didn't used to believe in the gods, but you said that this guy came from the gods. and you're literally answering prayers that I've made in private.
Not what my intention was, but
What? What? Wait. What's happening now?
Are you going to destroy the entire mine?
No, I don't think I'm strong enough for that yet. But I'm gonna pray. That's what I'm gonna do. It sounds stupid, I know. It sounds incredibly stupid, and like you're just not doing anything with it. But this is proof that's it's gonna work. I need a talisman. And then she just B-shapes into a raptor and.
Wait!
She's still hearing you. Like she's not like disappeared, but she kind of turns for a second, like in raptor form, and like her foot's just like stomping. Like
Wait.
I'm just gonna tap her on the raptor shoulder. Take a gold piece from our newly acquired gold and like try to hand it to her little raptor arm and say in Celestial, "Luck is what you make it." And then just turn around and walk away.
Okay, she does not know Celestial at all. If it was Sylvan, she might have
just
understood.
spoke fucking gibberish to her.
Yep.
Jackie,
And the rest of you.
you were gonna say something? I like that.
I was gonna say, please don't do anything with those mines right now. We'll figure something out to help you. Just please don't.
You just hear it like a caw in raptor form.
Maevis is just standing behind Jack and she's
I don't know
whispering.
I don't know what you just said.
She's just mouthing, "Fuck them up. Go fuck them up."
Shakes her
She's
head.
mouthing that to her.
Shakes her head, yes, and bolts into the.
And I'll just-
Okay, great. I think she understood me.
There she goes.
Mavis.
And bolts into the city. I did want to do a little sequence, but I don't think we have time for it unless you guys have 10
I have
more
time.
minutes. But
10 more minutes?
yeah, but I think we're already pushing
Yeah.
it far more than we should. Is
I
there?
can, but it's up to you guys.
Yeah, if someone,
Like,
if
the
one
sequence
per,
won't have as much
yeah.
power. I feel like we could. I'm cool with the sequence if y'all are.
I'm
Like,
about
10
it.
minutes.
Okay. If you don't mind pushing things a little bit forward, after that, you guys, count your money. We're gonna arrange that later. But we're going to go night. And
Yep.
in our night.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's this one. Sorry. We are going to.
Somebody's getting dream visions.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh.
So, every single one of you is going to have a vision, and
Oh.
Ooh.
a dream. And you're going to wake up in the next game and we're going to learn that you had the same dream, just individually. You're in an eerie, shadowy jungle, towering trees, and there's this unseen behemoth just luring and running behind you, and you know that you are prey. And as the ground trembles and starts splitting open, you are just running. And you are running, and each step like causes a fissure, and like this orange glow starts shining through it. And you're all going to wake up completely well rested, a little bit like energized, and you're all gonna know that you had a similar dream of some behemoth in this jungle searching for you and chasing you. An unseen giant. And that is where we're going to end tonight's game.
Okay.
Good to know.
See y'all fuckers in New York. What's up?
Alright, so we're going to not stream next Friday, just letting you guys know. We're going to be at Excalibur, but yeah, we'll see what comes of this dream, what comes of the conversations we had with Elysia, what you guys change in this story, because Carringtons was definitely not supposed to be fought and defeated so early in the campaign. So
It
yeah,
happens.
so we'll see. All right, much love. See you guys next time. Adios. Bye everybody.
Bye. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for hanging out.
Bye.
Bye.
Be kind.